Welcome to Whispers and Choco. This is how we do, and if you don't know, now you do. I'm Shawnee Whispers.
And I'm Mike Choco.
Together we are Mike and Sean in purebred loco. Oh no, we fucked that up. Okay.
Yeah.
And we might go loco.
And we might go loco.
And just in case you wonder what went wrong, or just in case you wonder what took long, we'll say that we're sorry, and this show is going.
This show is going
Straight to hell.
straight to hell.
I like that one, yes.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Mike and Sean Show.
Yay! We're back.
We are back.
This is the Mike and Sean Show. Once again, we do know more than you, but even if we don't,
We're going to say that we do.
we do.
That's what we're going to do.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to say so. Yep.
Coming live on June 26th. And it is a Thursday night, a beautiful Thursday night.
June 26th?
No, 24th, sorry.
24th.
June 24th.
You jumped
Sorry.
2 days away from us.
Yeah, no, I can't see. I'm blind. I should be wearing glasses, but no.
Wait, so that 4 looked like a 6 to you?
I just guessed.
You blind motherfucker, you.
So I'm looking at the date in the corner of my laptop, and I can't see it. So I was like, let me just guess.
It's
It's the 24th. Though.
24th.
So welcome, and it's been a while since we've been together.
That's right. I was lonely without you.
Were you?
I was.
How much?
I almost had tears.
How
and
much,
then
how
I
much
started
did you miss me?
enough to probably like molest you on air.
How much did you talk about me? Like a lot?
Yeah, like 6%.
That's not a lot.
Yeah, that's not. But it was 15% actually.
All right, 15's better. Now I got to listen because I just didn't because I've been busy and I apologize. But I'm gonna listen.
Well,
now.
you didn't.
And I'm gonna
Oh.
I'm gonna count the minutes to how many times you talked to me.
We replaced you.
and I'm gonna really do a percentage.
We replaced you for
You
a
re-
short term. We
Did you?
Yeah, we found a cutout to put in place of you.
You had
Well, I'm kind of insulted to think that you think a cutout would
It was
replace
like
it.
high
Not to
school, it was like
replace
a
you, but
substitute.
we didn't want to fill an empty seat. You know, we just
Oh,
didn't want
that's
to.
better.
So we found something to put in your
Replacing
place.
me with a cutout's kind of.
A box.
There you go.
It was just a box.
I was a cutout at City Field.
You were a cutout.
I was. I paid for that shit.
Yeah.
$80-something.
And what did you feel after
I
it?
swear to God, to be a cutout, I didn't feel. I was excited to know that I was there. But I never got it. I requested to get the cutout sent to me, never got it.
That's VR.
For $80-something, I would have paid the shipping. I would have picked it up myself.
Yeah.
Like, leave it in the seat, and I'll come and get it myself. And
Like
I'll
they
just,
should mail what's left of it to you.
So that kind of pissed me off.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I thought about doing that, and then at the last minute, I just backed
yeah, I
out.
did it. I was one of the suckers. I did it with the mindset that I really honestly was gonna get the cutout.
Well,
And being that I didn't, I'm a little bit about it. But anyway,
yes, sir.
speaking of cutouts and City Field and all that good
City
shit,
Field with the first place Mets
the
play
New York Metropolitan
and all that craziness that comes from
first
it.
place.
In first place.
How-
Still.
which is insane.
Still. And a lot of
Actually, today's a travel day, so we're lucky we don't have to.
that's all right. But,
But-
look, I mean, I'm glad that Stroman isn't hurt more than just that tweak in his hip.
Well, they said he was fine.
Yeah,
MRIs show he's fine. So
it's unfortunate that this kid they brought up, he doesn't get to get the win. They pulled him out a little bit early.
yeah, but you know what? I think it comes
Yeah.
down to. Oh, that's my volume. Sorry. I think it comes down to the win. You want
That
the
was
win.
everything.
You don't care
that
about
was
anything else. Right now, you want the
No,
win.
I just said it was like I felt bad.
No,
that
no,
he
I
wasn't
agree
there to
with
get the
you.
win.
I agree with you, and I don't think he had a problem with it either. It would have been nice to get a win because he pitched really well for a rookie. He was really well.
Really, I don't.
Well, he's not a rookie. He pitched.
This isn't his first time up. It's just with first time with us.
Right, exactly. He's not a rookie, so he's a rookie to us.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of which, I was kind of like, with the whole DeGrom thing going on. With, we haven't been on in a while, but since we last been on, DeGrom started really, really, really well. And then since we've been on, he's been
Really, 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 really.
like the greatest I've ever seen in my life.
Right. He's so
Like easily the greatest I've ever
he's
seen.
so good that I don't. That if you're on another team and you think your guy is better than that, I'm not. All right, let me just say, that, like, as a Met fan, he's yours, right? He's your. If he was on any team,
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
Wherever he played, I'd be saying this.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The greatest to date at 47 years old, and as long as I've been watching baseball, I've never seen a pitcher dominate. And obviously, like you said, we're Met fans, so we get to see it every day. But I watch SportsCenter every day also. So I would know how dominant
Right. If
this
there's
dude
somebody
is.
doing that kind of work,
he's got a
someone else.
.52 ERA. I mean, it's the shit that he's doing is not even. It's beyond comprehension. It's not even. It's not. You know what I mean? It's beyond comprehension.
Yeah,
it's not even discussable as far as
Right. Like if you had to
comparing to who other pitchers.
If you were his pitching coach and they said, all right, do me a favor,
Never
explain
talk
to
to him
me
again.
what he does.
Never
That
talk
guy
to him
would be
again.
like, I don't
Yeah.
say shit.
Never talked to him. I've never said a word to him because that's
I just do this.
he just. There's something about like we watched the progression of Jake.
Yeah.
And I think that he always knew how to pitch. You know what I mean? But he definitely looks now like he has so much more effort. Because, look, we can be realistic about this. They keep showing the Mickey Callaway, not the Mickey Callaway. When Jake gave up like 6 runs in an inning.
Yeah.
And Terry had him Terry Collins had him in a dugout and gave him this whole spiel and like, rah-rah. And since that time, he's had like a 2.1 something ERA and he's, in 105 starts or whatever it is, like ridiculous numbers. And, like over that time, that's a lot of his career because he's only really pitched for us for like since the year before the World Series, right? So as far as we know him, he's really good.
Yeah.
Like, there's never been a time that he wasn't good.
No, not at all. There was a Yankee fan from my job who told me after watching DeGrom pitch, went to Citi Field to watch the game, and this is back with the Harvey days, when Harvey was, coming up and everything. That year he had 9 wins, and he was like potential studness and all that. He was like, let me just tell you, he goes, DeGrom's going to be the better pitcher of the two. Like there's just something about the explosiveness.
He throws so free and easy. It's
easy.
It's really fun to watch because he doesn't have effort. Like it doesn't see, and that's why I got mad when I shouldn't say mad because it really doesn't bother me, but I'm part of like these Facebook groups, these Met groups, and all this other bullshit. And that's just
it's not. I mean, it's not.
Like,
it's not bullshit. Like
it
some
is
people,
bullshit because most fans are just
right.
ridiculous.
But they need a social interactive.
But even
right?
some of my friends, even some of my friends felt this way, and I'm not saying that the people who felt this way are bullshit, but I think that this is what happens because culture's changed since we were a kid, and rightfully so. I'm not saying I want time to be back in the day. I don't want that, but because of contracts being as pricey as they are.
I don't want to
players are babied. And
right.
They're babied to an extent of stupidity. So how many times, this is my point only, how many times have pitchers had sore arms and never had a problem structurally with their arm? They're just freaking tired.
Yeah.
They're achy. They're sore. It's like when as a weekend warrior, when I don't play softball for a while, and I do,
it hurts.
I'm sore.
It hurts.
That's because my body. So now Jake is in optimal shape, but maybe he tweaked a muscle that he hasn't used.
Right, and the nervousness.
So he's a little
freak
sore.
Out.
He said he felt a little, quotation marks, discomfort. Discomfort. So now you have all these baseball,
But we're all armchair experts in everything that we do.
See, I'm not, and I never pretend to be, and I think that it's stupid when you are.
Right, but do you
I
think...
would sit him for 3 weeks. Wait, who are you to say that when he has experts, the best in their business, the best in their field, trainers, coaches, managers, the guy who's paying them,
right,
all that money?
Yeah.
You don't think he has a vested interest in whether or not he's hurt?
Right, he's a fan, plus it's a business.
But you sitting on your fucking lazy boy, you know better than them.
Right.
And you got to say, oh, well, they're you know what? This guy's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's doing. And that bothers me. That part. It's just annoying, dude.
Look.
Because you're a fan, dude.
Right.
Don't forget it.
But
You're
I will say this.
You're wearing Jacob deGrom's jersey, you moron.
The same thing that people were bothered by Willie Randolph, right? Taking pitchers out too soon, keeping guys in there too long. And there was a lot of that. And they were winning despite the fact that he was, finding a way to flub it through. Like he had Pedro, and one of the years Pedro had, I think he was like 15-8 or something like that. And there were at least 5 or 6 games that he took him out too soon when he was rolling, and
it
they lost
happens all the time.
Right.
Like we see it all as
Correct.
fans,
But more
we
now.
see it all the time.
So, but I'm.
You're never going to see a complete game.
I don't know. It's like
It's a reason to throw
Rojas
a
is the right guy for the way he interacts with his players and the way he interacts with the media. Maybe he'll get better.
His in-game management's awful.
Awful.
Yeah. Well,
You know-
you know what? Which is really weird to say. The bullpen is one of the. I think it's top 2 in baseball, right?
You know,
Top
a
3.
guy like
His mishandling of the bullpen is
Yeah.
really what's more
you
disturbing.
can't
In a
can't-
5-run game, you have to go through 5 pitches.
You
I don't like.
Yeah, but
Stop.
it's a lot. There's a lot of problems. There's a lot of guys, like when you bring Lugo up, guys are injured and they come up to play, right? And they're like, well, we're going to sit in one more game. Why sit in one more game? Because he's ready to play now. So I want those guys in there now.
Same thing. And he does it with every player. Conforto was the first guy who came back last night, and he was eligible to come back, and he started. When McNeil came back, he didn't start. He sat and pinch hit off the bench for the first game of the doubleheader.
Okay.
He's healthy.
Right.
Why are you
His
sitting?
job is a starter. He's
Why are you
supposed to go
sitting
out.
him? So that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
he does stupid. And listen,
But
and
see,
then
that's the bigger
it's
problem. It's not the guy
I
sitting
don't
there
want to
going.
say stupid. It leads
But
me
you
back.
have.
I have.
I have.
But my point is, it's the mentality of babying is stupid. So Louis Rojas is just doing what they're wanting him, babying the player.
Right.
So the guy's on a DL. He got healthy over the course of a time period.
Right. He's ready.
He's ready.
He's ready. Put him out there.
Don't bring him back until he's ready to start.
Right,
How about
but
that?
he's ready.
How about that? Because
Lugo's-
now you're just pissing the fans off.
Right. Lugo's ready to go in the bullpen. Put him in the bullpen.
Hold
I
on,
want to
guys,
see him
the guy's
pitch.
been on a DL for 35 days. I'm going to bring him back and put him on a fucking bench for a day. That's stupid. That's how you piss fans off.
I mean, we've been lucky. We've been lucky that
I like what Louis done.
every injury. Yeah, I like what Louis done. Louis, you're so
Aside
good.
from being an idiot, he's been great.
I mean, except for those moments when
Where he
you're
sucked.
stupid. No, I wouldn't say stupid. I don't want to say stupid. I did, but
listen, they're in first place.
No,
man.
that's the. But
And
I'm
a lot
saying,
of it is because they love playing for.
Right.
You mentioned it. They love playing for him.
he covers their asses. So when he's making mistakes, they're still like, I got you. We got this. Don't worry about it. You know, with Derek May, has he overused him? Probably. Maybe they should stop calling for a fastball and throw that slider away. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll be better. Maybe as a game manager.
Seth Lugo was eligible to come back and didn't pitch for like 3 games.
Yeah.
So,
What
again,
does that do? Why? Why?
May pitched 3 games and got rocked.
Right.
That's Louis Rojas.
Those guys aren't
That's my
built to
point.
pitch 6 games in a row anymore.
So I think they say on average, experts say on average, an average manager, on average, will cost a team anywhere between 6 to 8 games
6 to 8 games
per season, with a bad decision here or there.
So if they win 90, we'll say that they could have been 98 wins because of.
But they also manage and make moves that can win them a few games. So you have to measure whatever that number is.
But that's always how, like, it's the
And
weird
subtract
thing.
it, but whatever.
The
It's-
pinch hitter, right? The
that's
pinch hitter comes
This
up.
is what all these analytics, though.
Right.
This is literally analytical,
I
right?
hate analytics.
So do I.
But some of
the
it-
fact is, though, and I watched, we all watch. You watch every game. I'm sure unless you're working, but I think I've been to 8 games so far. 7 games. I watch almost every single night.
I
think
listen to
missed-
the ones that I can't watch.
I think I missed like 1 or 2, but Louis Rojas has arguably cost us 4 or 5 games already
so far.
with his mishandling of who to pitch or not having a guy pinch hit at the right moment. You know what I mean? Like what you're doing, what he does is he plays more for, and I get it. Like it was almost like last year, the Mets are not analytical. All they do it because we were prehistoric. They said the front office was prehistoric. Literally, that's what the complaint was.
Right.
Now it's almost like they're
Over.
right. Like they're trying to make up for lost time.
I get
which is
that. I mean,
stupid.
because you.
Yeah, but it makes no sense because it's not working.
Right, but if you look
I
at.
mean, it is with the infield, though.
Right, it is with the infield.
Number one defense in
when you
baseball.
lose guys that scram, like McNeil, who does everything, right? And you're like, you got a guy Lindor who wasn't hitting, but there's another part of the game that he's still good at.
Yeah.
You know
what? I just sounded like a stupid fan because I said it's not working, but they're in first place.
But they're in first place.
And they're
but
like 8 games over.
It
500.
can't not
So,
work and be in first.
It is working.
If it's not
And
working, then they wouldn't be in first.
I'm a stupid fan.
You know, the only but really
That's
truly
why
believe
I have a podcast and not a radio show.
the only competition they have really is Atlanta, and they just touched Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, listen. They can beat everybody in the league. I'll tell you right now, dude.
San Diego.
They
I
played with
watched
San Diego with nobody.
Listen, I just watched a couple of those San Diego games.
Great games to watch, dude. We smacked the
Yeah,
Cubs. Cubs are the best team in the East Central, dude. We smacked the dog out of them.
Yo, San Diego.
And
was
you know what's funny?
So loaded.
You know what's funny? The
Yeah.
Cubs going in with 15-5 till we played them,
Yeah.
and since they're like 7-1. So it was us, not them.
Yeah.
We smacked them.
San Diego
The
is
Mets are a good
so
team.
loaded though. They're like
The Mets are a good team.
Blake
And now,
Snell.
I don't know if you saw today, Sanchez is on a freaking tear.
yeah, well, like
And the Yankees are all of a sudden 3 games out.
But here's the thing here's a good thing about baseball is when one thing isn't working, it's the other element, right?
Just like golf.
Right,
When
so-
I'm driving the ball, great, I can't hit a second shot.
Right, but it's you get there. So like Lindor wasn't hitting, but he was fielding and he was controlling. He was the general. He was the captain. He's doing all these things, running around when he gets on base and all.
He's the hug champion of the league.
Sanchez, who's a good hitter and an awful catcher.
Terrible.
Terrible.
But he could hit the
But he
shit
could hit.
out of the ball.
And while he wasn't hitting, they were like, "It's time to get rid of this guy." And then he hits. They're like,
And
"Oh."
he has
And he's hitting the shit out of the ball.
The last, I think 4 games, whatever it's got. He hit a home run today again.
Mm-hmm.
He had one last night, and he had one to win the game 2 days ago. He's one of those guys that he goes on streaks. He hit like 10 home runs in 2 weeks.
He should
Like crazy, like he does crazy stuff like that.
He should move around. Like he's the guy that, like some catchers, they did it too late. Piazza, they did it too late. Carter, they did
well,
it
he
too late.
sucks. He's an EH.
No, but I'm just saying, like, no,
DH.
he's a DH. He's not an EH.
Well, when he plays softball, as soon as
When
the
he's-
Yan-
when he's
as soon
on
as
our
the-
team,
as soon as
he's
the
an
Yan-
EH.
As soon as the Yankees cut him, he'll be an EH.
yeah, he'll be EH for us.
When he's playing on the Bronx fucking bomb.
But he should
softball
play
team.
first. He should catch a little bit. He should DH so they get him prepared for it. Gary Carter and Mike Piazza, those guys did it later in life, and they were awful
Yeah,
at it, and they didn't last long.
Sanchez is terrible though.
He's a terrible
Defensively,
catcher.
he's terrible.
Did awful.
You can't win with a guy like that.
But they're not winning.
No, but I'm saying that you can't. They got to
You know,
get rid of him.
They're like they have no
And-
floor general out there.
And Kagashiaka, whatever the hell that guy's name is, he ain't gonna do it either.
But he's the backup. That's what he's supposed to do.
But I'm saying they need a catcher to win. If they're gonna win, they need a catcher. They're built to win. They need a catcher. Those 2 guys ain't gonna cut it. I don't care how many home runs Sanchez hits. He's still got to catch the ball.
He's
That
got to
guy
hit
can't do
60.
it.
He's got to hit 60.
Roberto
sucks
Garcia
at it.
writes, and our team is on Thug IL.
Thug injured list? Is it a
I
thug
don't-
injured
I don't
list?
even know what that means.
What? It's a thug injured list?
Roberto,
Is that it? Because they
Go
were
ahead, Fred,
because
break
they're
that
so
down.
gangster. They're on a thug injured list.
I don't know
Roberto,
what that-
come
I
on,
don't know what that means.
clean that up. Tell me what you mean. Tell me some more, please.
No claro.
So yeah, but that division, easy to start for them. For like even for the Yankees, you have Toronto, you have Tampa, who has no payroll, okay, and every year they keep winning. They draft in the middle, and they bring out stars every single. They get rid of them, and they bring out new ones, and they have no money, and they're never going to have any money out there as long as they keep them in the shitty stadium in the place where they're at. We got a phone call. This is Garcia.
I'm sure it is.
call you on the air.
I said half of our team was on the injured list.
Oh yeah, it was. Now we're getting better.
Yeah. Every time you turn around, somebody gets hurt. But they got so many guys that were backed up in the minor leagues that accepted smaller deals. That we have.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Giambi, the studio zombie.
Ding ding ding. The only.
We haven't talked to him in a while, by the way.
Hold on, I gotta get back to work. I call you
Oh
back.
no! Don't leave. We just gave him
Look,
applause.
he always
and
hangs
like,
up. Yo,
yeah.
he does this shit all the time.
He's at work though. That's the thing.
He calls all the time, and then he hangs up on
Yeah,
us.
but he has to.
All you Facebook Live people, you want to call in, man? Call in with your freaking opinions, bro.
718-616-9155.
Who said that?
718
You know what? Hold on.
616 9155. What up? Call up.
I'm
biatch.
gonna let you guys say that because somebody's house is ringing.
Yeah.
Because that's not our number.
Oh, that's not a phone number.
I
you
thought-
guys did that on a
Don't
poster.
call that.
Oh shit.
That's why nobody's calling.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
It's 718-616-9971.
9971 9155.
718 616
Whoever picks up that phone, tell him to call us.
Yo, prank them. Just ask.
My bad.
Ask about just like the topics in life.
9971.
When I pick up the phone, be like, yeah. So I wanted to talk about the taxes that we're paying
Yo,
right now.
somebody call. Who you voting for mayor?
But the roads are messed up, so I need to know who I'm voting for.
This is the Mike and Sean Show. We'd like to know who you're voting for.
No politics. We said that.
Somebody's phone is ringing.
Somebody's phone's ringing off the hook.
718-616-9971.
7-1.
9971.
There we go. Call up. Let's go. We got some stuff to talk about.
Or find the original number that we put out there and tell them to
And
call
them
out.
too. Call them too.
Put us on both at the same time.
Ask them if it's the Mike and Sean Show. When they hang up, call them back. Ask them how come they don't
Just
listen.
say, is this the Mike?
Say, how come you don't listen to the
How
Mike and
come
Sean
you not
Show?
say? How come you don't talk to me?
Well, you should really listen to them.
I'm calling for Sean.
So anyway, I just wanted to, I went to Baltimore for.
Ooh.
I haven't seen.
You went to see the Mets in
the
Baltimore.
Mets and the Orioles, and it was an
That's
awesome.
fucked up. That franchise will never find have a winning formula.
What
Never.
a beautiful state. It's literally to date the
Awful. It's just
the
awful. They'll never
the best
win.
stadium I visited to date. Like, it's just awesome.
It's the original modern that and PNC in Pittsburgh.
It's like right in the middle of the asshole of Baltimore, but
Yeah.
it's nice. Like if you walk a little bit off
Like the strip-
on
by
the
the
harbor,
strip with
dude,
a-
it's awful.
Where the bars
Bro,
are
it's
at?
terrible. It's terrible. There's like 17 strip clubs within like a half a mile of it. And I didn't see any of them, thank God, because they're all like on the down low. Like,
yeah, they
bro,
were like in houses.
It's pretty shady.
Like you come out
Like,
of one, but go right
put it
into
this
the
way,
other.
The door opens up and it's next door.
we paid a lot of money for our room. We stayed directly across the street from the stadium,
Yeah.
the Hilton.
You weren't far from the strip joints.
No, we were right in the middle of it. But
Yeah.
we get there, it's $41 a day to park.
God.
I'm like, what? I realized after being there for a couple of days why it's so expensive. Because fans come to watch the games and savages live in that area. And if you try to park that shit on the street, it will not be there the next day. Trust me when I tell you. So everything's got to be protected. It's a pretty wild, like we did a little walk and listen, it's nice because it's harbor front. But they need to pay a little more attention to the area around the stadium. And
You know
make
what?
it-
You know what's the
it's-
sad part? Right in front of the strip clubs is the police department headquarters.
dude, it's just like
You
any
got
other,
double duty.
just like any other, just
I'll
like
be right back. I gotta go make some money.
Shit is like right in front of it.
bro, it's just like any other big city. Cops' hands are tied and crime just runs through the roof. That's
Yeah,
all they're
but
doing.
Baltimore's always been like that.
And Baltimore's-
Baltimore's never been one of those.
It has, but it always has. But I don't know if it was always like that around the stadium. Like I know, not far in the suburbs. Yo, I drove through where the wire took place. Put it that way.
Baltimore
we went to play
is-
golf. We went to play golf.
Yeah.
One day we played at the. It was beautiful. We played at the top rated public course in Maryland. It was gorgeous. It was like probably about 40 minutes north of Baltimore. So we had to go back to. It was like right near one of the rest stops that are the Maryland rest stop. If you're ever driving back from Florida, it's a popular rest stop. Anyway, beautiful course, man. It was gorgeous, dude. It was called Bull Rock. And it's the year of the cicada. You know it's the year of the cicada? Did you know that?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, dude, let me tell you something.
That. Okay. Tell me.
It's only in certain states for whatever reason. Thank God they're not here. Bro, do me a favor. Google shit. Or somebody Google cicada. Bro, there was a beach with, they were all on the
What is it called?
cicada. You know what a cicada is?
No.
It's a bug. It's the 17-year bug.
Yes.
CICADA, cicada. And it's yo, bro, they're I was driving in Baltimore, in Maryland, to the golf course, and they were exploding on my windshield.
Periodical cicadas.
Dude, they were exploding on my windshield.
That's some nasty shit. Looks like a locust, like a little locust.
They're big locusts. They're not little locusts. They're big locusts.
Big ones?
They're like twice the size of a locust.
Oh damn.
Mike, they're like 2.5, 3 inches long. They're freaking enormous.
And they just
Bro, they fly. Bro, they literally, when I got back, I had to hose my car down. Right? And my windshield, it was a 40-minute drive north.
it was just covered.
I had to use the washer fluid 4 times. If I didn't have washer fluid, I probably would have had to pull over.
Because
Dude,
it just
they
caking
were like
it. They
fucking
just caked
grenades
it.
on my car, bro. So then we get to the golf course. And I heard about it going down. I was like, you're a cicada, whole thing. It's a public golf course, but it's a private community surrounding it. Beautiful, dude. Gorgeous grounds, man. It was really, really nice. You know, it's like in the middle of fucking nowhere, though. Like, you have to have a reason to live there. Like, you're like on a little, like an interstate road, but like nothing around. Anyhow, we cart, and I'm like, our tea time was like 8 o'clock in the morning, you know? So I'm like, the hell is that hum? It's like a hum, you know? It's crazy.
Like that.
And then as we got our cart and dude, by the time I got to the first tee, I should have recorded it. I wanted to like really focus on the golf, so I put my phone away, turned it off, and buried it in my car, and I didn't bring it, which is stupid because I wanted to take pictures. But dude, I swear to God, we're on the first tee box, and the buzz it sounded like a community alarm system was going off constantly.
They were letting you know that you're in their house.
Dude, if it was...
they were coming to get you.
I would never walk into the woods. Like, it's legit forest out there. I would never, ever, ever walk into the forest listening to that shit. Because it's like, you could hear... It's millions of them.
Yeah.
Millions. One of them landed on my ear. Like, on my neck, the back of my neck.
Yeah.
I freaked out. I threw it on the floor. Like, freaked out.
Grabbed it with your hand.
And stepped on it and exploded. It's got like this like beige like blood, whatever the hell it is, dude.
That's great.
My car literally was covered in freaking beige blood.
Wow, there's 2 different colors.
But yeah, what a trip, man. But you know what? I know it's a little long-winded, but I want to tell you, like, I bugged out because I was
bugged out.
I drove alone.
Bugs. Okay. Oh.
You know, like I drove down alone, and I love road trips. I really do. You know, but this one was a solo road trip, and it's not far. You know.
Was it 8 hours?
No, to Baltimore is 3.5 hours.
3.5. Well, Maryland's full.
3.5 hours. It's Baltimore's like 3.5.
Okay.
So it was a really nice drive, you know, but it's really just a turnpike. It's really it's not a nice drive. It's boring, but it's a thing, you know, I got to know Sirius XM because I got it again. I love it. So I'm learning the channels and I'm going off on the Prince channel and I'm listening to all these great things. But I'm literally thinking about life and stuff, you know, just all basic shit, you know, and I'm driving through the tunnel, right? And I'm a New Yorker, like by heart, I'm a New Yorker. And I was driving through the, it wasn't the tunnel, I'm sorry, the bridge, the Outer Bridge crossing, right?
Okay.
Actually, Goethals Bridge. They made me go to Goethals. Outer Bridge had like construction. So we'll go over to Goethals, which I really don't remember going over often. Like, if I take that route, I usually go Outer Bridge because it leaves you at like exit.
So here you're on the golf.
It leaves you at exit 10.
Mm-hmm.
The Goethals leaves you at exit 13. So if I'm going south on the turnpike, I usually take that shit, right? I come out of I go over to Goethals. Bro, what are they building in New Jersey?
I don't know.
Like, apparently everything.
Jersey's
Dude,
just...
all you see is smokestacks and fucking, like...
Well, when you drive, yeah.
Wires and, like, factories and... Yo, bro, I swear to God,
that's where they build the UFOs.
Dude, there's something going on there, dude. I'm telling you right now.
Jersey's in the air full of aliens.
Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you checked the tag and said, built in New Jersey?
Never.
What the fuck are you growing it? Dude, there's something
about where the car plants are at.
How about I'm talking about everywhere?
That's the cars. That's the stores.
I challenge everybody listening.
IKEA over there.
I challenge everybody listening right now
to find out what it is.
Next time you go to Jersey, I want you to look around you. The minute you get not the GW, because as soon as you get off, you're in the Palisades, and it's a little more nice over there.
Yeah, it's a little more.
When you go, if you ever go over the Outer Bridge crossing or the Goethals Bridge or any of the tunnels, if you ever go into if you go through the Holland Tunnel and you're on Route 1 and 9 and you're under the Pulaski Skyway, just do me a favor. Look around and tell me what the fuck is going on in that state. There's a lot of shit going on in that state, bro.
You know, you ever watch those movies when they go to those plants, those big steam plants, and you don't know what's coming out of it?
What's going on there?
Yeah, that's what they have over there. Big ones, huge ones.
The thing with Jersey is it's all different types of shit.
Yeah.
Bro, I see wires everywhere, like those things holding wires up. Where are the wires going?
But
who lives in Jersey?
That's where they.
Why do you need that much electricity?
That's where they build a super army. That's where they're building.
They're building something there. They're doing something.
That's
shady
the ark. That's the apocalyptic ark.
I am the guy calling it out right now. Something's going on in New Jersey.
Someone else has one of those radio shows where they're from their basement, and they were talking about it for a long time, and nobody was listening.
They're building shit
until while you were driving,
bro.
You heard this, and you were like,
Everywhere you look, I'm like, what are they building in? What's going on there? What's going on?
Universal Soldier.
You drive on a turnpike, all you see is
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
electric cables and smokestacks and factories.
Yeah.
That's all you see.
It's a
insane.
front. It's a front for the mob.
Maybe. Well, if they'll do it,
That's where the Bada Bing strip club is.
I
right,
hope-
right behind it.
Yeah.
we're gonna find out it's like aliens.
Alien strip club.
They're making Jordans on the side of the Jersey Turnpike.
We haven't missed.
It's really not Chinese slaves. It's aliens.
we got aliens in the Bada Bing.
That's why people are paying $260 for a used pair on fucking Facebook.
These are full-on Nike
Morons.
aliens.
Alien Nikes. Alien wear.
Beam me up.
Alien wear.
Dude, it's awful, bro. I'm driving through. I'm like,
Pumas by Extraterrestrial.
but like the other thing that's fascinating with me about being a New Yorker,
Okay.
and you see, and this is why I wanted to bring this up to you, because you're a very unique guy that you're only on one side of this war, but there's a civil war going on in New York. There really is. I'm not even lying to you.
I don't have.
And you're a rare guy. You're only on one side of that fucking
I'm
war
on my own side.
because you don't drive.
Yeah.
And Mike, you tell me if Mike, you tell me if I'm lying with this. There's literally a civil war, especially in Manhattan, that goes on between pedestrians and drivers.
100%.
Okay, it's a freaking
walk
war.
into traffic.
Oh, it's
and
war.
you're like, what?
It's
the
war.
fuck are you gonna do?
Yo, your mother, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah. Yo, get out of the way.
Yo, F your mother, dude.
Yeah.
You know, what are you gonna hit me? Go ahead, hit
Yeah,
me. What
I
are
dare
you doing? Go ahead, hit me. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? And then you're a pedestrian, right? So that's your side.
Yeah.
Me, I'm like on the horn, like, bro, don't make me get out of this car. I'll hit you with the fucking club that I got from 1991.
Wherever you go, though, there's the other thing I don't understand is
Who has
why
a
so
club
many.
anymore?
Who has a club?
Remember the club?
I would like to see if
that
there's
was like
still somebody out
the
there.
biggest assault weapon in the 90s.
Yeah, that's what it was meant for. Lock your car, beat somebody up.
Beat somebody up with the club.
You know, it's like there's so many people running in the red light, right? Like everywhere you go, somebody's speeding through the red light to get to the next red light. And so
And they got to run somebody over
I
to do
used to
it.
get mad. You're right. I used to be like, what the fuck are you doing? Now, what I do when I run the red light and I'm there, I clap a lot, vigorously, and I pump my fist.
That they got nowhere?
I got nowhere. And so
Fast.
one guy stopped and he was like, yo, he goes, what's that? What are you clapping for? I was like, you came in first, right? You were in a race? You were racing to be first?
You win.
You win.
You're the biggest douche.
And I goes like this, yes, I do this.
You're the
and you
douche.
could see one guy, he had his mask on while he was driving.
By
And
himself?
he clapped. Yeah.
Oh,
and
God.
he clapped back. And I was like, you know what's funny about this? He was like, what? I go, that you're wearing your mask in your car by yourself, not me looking like a fool celebrating for you. And he just was
He's
like,
probably a cock breath.
right.
And he likes the smell of his own breath.
No, but he would just put his both hands on
You know,
the
because
steering
I really
wheel.
believe like it's
He
Pride.
looked
It's Pride
straight.
Month. It's
Yeah,
Pride
but
Month.
he looked straight.
So there are
That's
people that
different.
like the taste of cock,
Yes, but that's a different
and
story.
he probably is one of them.
without being too like over the top, he might like the taste of his own.
Why can't we go over the top?
But because he might be over his own. Because there's something
Am
like
I-
there's actually really an important
Stop me when I'm not telling something factual.
no that they like the taste of it. Yes,
Yeah,
gay
some
men
people-
like the taste of it.
Not just gay men, women too.
Yeah, well,
Some
that's,
people
that
like the
has
taste
nothing to
of
do with pride.
No, but you're right. I just said Pride because he was a guy that you were
Yeah, that-
arguing with. That's why I bought a Pride.
yeah, well,
Because he's a guy you're arguing with, and you're like, you know what? dude?
he had pride.
Maybe
But there's
you're
a
wearing
really
a mask because you like the
okay.
smell of cock breath. You cock.
Yeah, this part.
No,
is
but
good.
anyway,
I was
you
going-
are.
when you
like
said
I said,
pride.
no. This is why I was saying it's unique with you
So let's go out of
because
that.
you're on one side of that civil war.
Yeah, I'm the guy that doesn't want to get run over.
Now, the unique thing about this war is that most people, not most, oh yeah, I would say most, that drive and also have this problem on that, they also take the train. So depending on what your situation is on any given moment, you're on the different sides of the line. And I swear to God, I'm not even lying. Like I've been walking in the street, and a cab trying to run me over, and I smack his car. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, I'm on this side now. I am an infantry member of the pedestrian army.
You are now in the
I'm a
pedestrian
pedestrian
army.
army infantry guy. You know,
Attack,
but when
soldier,
I'm in my car,
attack.
when I worked for Mobile and I had his fleet of vans, I was definitely in the automobile caravan
The rebels.
The rebels. We were the,
The
rebels. No,
rebels.
we're
Not the
that's
rebels.
Not the rebels.
The
'cause
pedestrians are the rebels.
Listen, we were making shit happen,
the
dude.
pedestrians are the rebels.
Pedestrian. Half those people shouldn't even be walking.
You're the
there.
stormtroopers. The cars
You know,
are the
car-
stormtroopers.
I side with the cars.
Cars are
I
the
side with the cars.
stormtroopers.
I know you're not a car driver.
I'm part of the rebellion.
We're on different sides of this war.
I'm with Luke Skywalker. You're with Anakin Skywalker.
That's fine. I'll be the evil empire. But you know what? I'll be in a car. When somebody smacks it, I'll just run them over. When you're not in the car, you don't have protection.
So years before,
Like the bicyclists, you know what they
COVID?
are? They're like kamikazes.
Yeah, they know what's coming and they just go 100 miles an
Ride
hour.
their bikes right into your car.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't
dude.
care. They're worse even for pedestrians
Talk about
walking.
beating somebody up at a club. I want to hit all those kids with
But
a
those
club.
are the people that drive those city bikes now, and those city bikes are heavy. You get hit by one of those, you're going out.
It's like that. It's always like some dirty white trash guy that's wearing sweatpants and shorts over them. And then he's wearing like some crazy bike shoes, but even he doesn't need them.
Shorts over sweatpants.
Shorts
Remember
over
that?
sweatpants,
Remember
like
that when you-
1987.
You're that 80, 87,
Yeah. And
88.
and he's skell, and he looks like he hasn't showered in like 4 weeks. His fingernails are dirty, and he's got a fucking satchel full of bags that have fallen out of it. That's what
the
I
Brooklyn
envision.
hipster. That's the Brooklyn hipster.
No, those are the messenger.
Well,
savage
that
messenger
too.
bike
And
guys.
they just took up the identity. They're also the Brooklyn hipsters.
They're just animals.
They ride bikes everywhere. They got the dirty fingernails.
Oh no,
the
those
beard.
people they kill me.
Same thing as
Those
the
are-
messengers.
they choose
But
to
there's
be-
less messengers now.
The messengers
the
are just
delivery
broke.
guys. The speed that go on the e-bikes.
Hipsters are broke, but they're running water. They're filthy. They're filthy by
Well, they want
choice.
you to think they're broke,
Yeah.
but they're not broke.
Freedom of choice.
Yeah, they're not broke.
No,
Those
whatever they
people
are, they're
broke.
filthy. They're
They
disgusting.
just have that look for the sake of.
If you
for
don't
the
use
hell-
deodorant and you smell like shit, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. And to be honest with you,
And
I'm
they're-
not feeling your struggle or your campaign. Not feeling it.
So
Stinky.
back to
Go
the
get away from me, stinky.
So back to the two-parter.
Oh, we went off track, right? Sorry.
Back to the two-parter of the people versus the cars.
Yeah. So but the war. Listen, the war's real, guys.
The war
no matter
is
what
real.
side are you on, like if you're on the pedestrian side, then just remember one thing. You could get run over. So
I do.
kind of chill
I know
out.
that.
And a lot of people drive with guns these days. That's another really crazy thing you got to be careful about.
So here's a funny story.
Now,
for me.
if you're a car guy, if you're a car person,
Yeah,
be careful if you run somebody over, because you're probably gonna go to fucking jail.
you are for it. Well, here's
So
a
chill. Everybody just chill out, smoke a joint, give each other a hug.
couple of years before
Just a hug, man.
before COVID.
Hugs and drugs. But
This-
weed's not drug.
It was summertime, and I was walking through Midtown. I wasn't working. I just happened to be because I'm working Midtown, but I happened to be crossing the street right there. So this guy pulls up, and you know that crosswalk. So if you walk around the crosswalk, you're in the next lane of traffic coming towards you. So he pulls his car all the way up, and he's a bro. He's got his glasses on, tank top. He's sitting in his Benz, and I had to walk around it. So I spit forward, like in front of his car, intentionally. So I cross the street, and I walk over.
Like, hey, yo, bro.
Yo, I hear, yo,
What you
yo,
doing?
yo.
Yo, what you doing,
Third
bro?
time or fourth time, I turn and look.
Yo, what you
I was like,
doing?
oh, it's like, you yelling at me?
Yeah, I'm yelling
He
you.
goes, yeah. He goes, you spit on my car?
Spit in my car.
And I went, I don't know, did I? And he goes, I don't know. And I was like, well, I don't have anything else to tell you. And
I don't know.
he said, I don't
It's a
know.
real tough guy
Yeah,
response.
yeah. And I was like,
I don't know, yo.
and so I walked
you?
in there, and I was like,
What?
when
Can
he
you
said
tell me?
when he said I don't know, I was like, well, then I don't have anything else for you. I walked over, and he pulled up, and I was thinking about like, I'm really like pushing it, but I was like, I'll let him go. The bro he was all bro up to that one moment when I said, did I?
I don't know.
And then it changed. He was tough.
Do me a favor.
Up until I asked him a question.
Let me tell you something. Can you tell me?
Yo, I just need to know.
I'm not that bright. I got a
Yeah.
fucking Mercedes
I'm
and I
a-
got glasses on.
I'm-
but did you
I'm
spit on it?
I'm freaking stupid here.
Because if you did, then I'm gonna get out of this fucking car.
Yeah?
And I'm gonna punch you in your face.
I don't think so.
Did you? Did you spit on it or not?
I did, huh? I did.
All right, then you know what? Let me ask somebody else if you
You
did.
see, this is.
Because I don't believe you.
Could I get somebody to watch my car for me?
Excuse me, ma'am. Did this fucking tough guy over here spit in my car?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
All right,
All right.
I'm gonna get a third opinion.
It's a confirm.
Hold on. I still don't believe her either. You might be paying her. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fake tough guy. Fake tough guy.
Fake tough guys everywhere.
So that was
But
fun.
there are real tough guys everywhere too.
Yeah,
so
there are. Yeah,
be
but
careful with them. Those are the guys that drive around with pistols and they're just fucking
Yeah, but those
stupid.
are different. Yeah, then.
No, you know what, dude? I see it all the time, and it's younger idiots. It's.
But yeah, the younger crowd doesn't want to get into a
People
fight.
drive.
You know,
People
like,
driving
you want to start a fight
on the highway.
but they don't want to. Like they don't
They're
want to
driving like
physically
idiots
fight.
on the highway, and then when you fucking like look at them, you're like, what the fuck? You know, like literally people, almost hitting your car.
Yeah.
Like, dude, in traffic,
There's
guys are
bad
weaving in
drivers,
and out.
man.
Dude, so we were driving to Queens like about a month ago. I think I actually mentioned, but the fucking Southern State was shut down. I'm like, so we drove through and we took like a shortcut, and I literally went along the side roads of the houses that are right along the Southern State, and we saw the cars that hit each other. Did I tell you guys this?
No.
Dude, in the one car was in the tree. Like, it wasn't like in the tree, but it was, in
up facing.
Dude, no, but it was facing, like the wheels in the back were up.
Okay.
Like, bro, and there was nobody in that car. There was somebody pulling another guy out of it. So it literally had just happened.
So somebody pulling somebody out?
Somebody out of the car that hit him.
Wow.
There were 3 cars in the trees.
Tree?
Trees.
Tree cars in the
The
trees?
tree in the trees.
Tree in the trees.
But that's because these morons
Oh.
sitting there. Let me tell you something. You drive a BMW, chances are you're a fucking douchebag.
Oh.
Big chance.
Okay, so you see it, big chance.
No, but it's always like it seems to always be a BMW in these accidents.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's always like these young kids that are buying these very fast cars, like these like beautiful BMW M3, whatever. It just seems that way. Like if you're on the highway and they're blowing by you, it seems to always be BMWs. I don't know why. It's just weird, but it's dangerous. And just guys, slow down, because somebody died in front of my bar today.
Yeah, hear about
Okay?
this out
And
in
I didn't even want to like bring it up because it's like a downer. But a grandmother and her child, 2-year-old child, were walking across the Cross Island Service Road at about just before 10 this morning. And I don't know the circumstances, but they were struck by like a pickup truck sized truck, like a
Probably ran the fucking
either,
red light.
Either a Dodge
Probably
Ram.
ran it.
Listen, you can
speeding
say
through
probably
there.
she may have walked against the light. You don't know. I've seen.
don't know,
I
man.
see both happen all the time. Like I'm on that corner.
It's so
But I tell you this,
So often
people
these-
fly by that block. Fly. Like recklessly. I've seen cars coming from 149th rather, up to 150th. And if the light's green and they go through that traffic light of 150th, their car can come off the ground just a little bit because the elevation, just a slight elevation. I saw a BMW, dude, literally off the car. If the car wasn't a $100,000 car, whatever it was gorgeous. It was like it was one of those M series, the bubble truck. You know, the bubble.
okay.
I don't even know what series it is. But dude, this thing was gorgeous. But flying up, and the whole thing went like sideways when it hit that.
I've
point.
seen that. I've seen
And
trucks do that.
and
yeah.
then straightened itself out. The reason, and we've talked about this at the bar. One day, a car is going to go over that fence onto the freaking Cross Island Parkway,
Yeah, that's crazy.
and it's 30 feet down.
It's crazy.
Dude. And I'm not like.
But those are
bro,
people-
I
those
hate
are
traffic
reckless-
cameras. I hate all
reckless
that
people.
shit.
Reckless.
We need, if anybody of any authority is listening to this show, we need a speed bump, a traffic camera, or both. Something, because
Spikes.
a lady died today. A grandmother died today, and her granddaughter or child was rushed to the hospital because some more. And I don't want to speak because I don't know if it was his fault, but I've seen enough shit where this is bound to happen.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised it hasn't more.
That's a busy corner. Too.
It's a crazy corner.
I'm surprised that corner
150th
really don't have a camera.
With that big
It's- I
turn
don't
right
either.
there. With
They
that
put a
big
fucking-
turn
the
right
turn-
there.
the
they put a
turn too.
camera up the block by the little deli, like on the next block from you.
Yeah.
Why not put it on
Yeah,
the
but
main
that's crazy
intersection?
because
It's
that
like,
turn when
fuck.
you come around the bar on that corner right there, it's wide,
Man.
and when you're coming in, it's such a crazy snake turn to get there.
Right.
Like when the cars are if I take a cab, or if I've been there with like Tony, where we're coming from through Whitestone, and we make that left. So you're to the bar to the left and the expressway to the left, bar to the right, expressway to the left, and you make that turn. It's a lot of room, too much room for that turn, And so I mean,
People go wide and
they go wide,
It's
like they just
dude,
once they see it, they
listen,
just see that open space and they think they
there's
should.
only one explanation. Stop driving like you're Mario Andretti.
But you're not everywhere you go. That
Well,
happens.
then if you do that, this is what I'm saying.
That's why
I'm calling those people out.
That's why I
if
tell
you
you
do
what-
that, then you're a prick. You're like, I see it on the Southern State, dude. I'm driving home, and dude, that's why I'll only own Jeeps. That's why I want to be in something that I'm going to be safe in if I ever get hit.
No small cars anymore. It's just
Dude, I'm done. Like listen. You always buy. They always say you buy Jeep, you never go back. It's like once you go Jeep, you never go back.
Ooh.
But bro, these people just stop driving like a fucking idiot, please.
Like you
man.
said, like right on those
It's
those
so
corners.
simple, bro. And if you are one of those guys that likes that thrill shit,
They-
then you know what? Go
But it's
fucking
not-
shit in a hat and punch it,
I-
and then go blow your father because you're probably a douchebag.
That's a lot. That's
Because
a lot to do.
It's a lot because
That's a lot to do.
But you're
Like,
gonna
you
kill
can't even-
somebody someday.
Yes.
And it might be somebody I love, and then I'm really gonna hate you.
Right, but
so
see, that's
don't
the-
be that fucking guy. You want to race?
That's not
There
gonna
are pla-
change. They'll
there are
still do
places
it.
in Brooklyn.
It's like people
There
who
are
get-
places in Long Island. There are places in Bronx. And then I see complaints on Facebook. There's not enough tracks. You know what? Go move somebody somewhere where there are. You don't have to live here. There's millions of people that live in a shithole little area.
There are too many.
And you're trying to drive like fucking Mario Andretti
There are-
in your $50,000 hand-given car.
There's too many people that are reckless in something that can kill. You know what I mean? They're
I don't-
reckless.
I know the highway cars always used to park right outside.
They don't care. They're not there no more. Because what happens is, you know what it is?
You know, on the Cross Island,
Yeah,
right,
no,
right on that curb.
Bro, let me tell you something. They
it's
used to
bananas.
shut down. You want to hear something
Yeah.
crazy? Which when I heard this shit, I lost my noodle. So when we took over the bar, and we bought it. Like I was clean. It was like 8 weeks, 8 weeks of just cleaning and fixing and doing all types of work. I was there like 12, 13 hours a day. It was crazy, right? And I'm hearing all these cars and I used to go to Shenanigans a lot. And, you don't really, without music, you don't pay attention to the surrounding noise. And I'm
I know
like,
what you're gonna say.
fuck with this noise, like with these cars? It's like, it sounded like a raceway, like literally. So and then now you have all these Facebook groups. There's like 4 Whitestone groups. So somebody goes, when are the police going to take care of these crazy sons of bitches on the Cross Island Parkway that are shutting
It down.
the highway down? And I'm like,
They do.
I own a bar in the Cross Island and they're racing, but I can't imagine how they're shutting the highway down. And she goes, oh yeah, where's your bar? I said 150. She goes, check this out. Post a video, dude. Bro, you know what they do? On the fucking turn coming from with the Whitestone Bridges, instead of
They
going to
block
Whitestone
it
Bridge
out?
to turn,
They block
they
it.
block the cars from coming.
It's a race.
And they race from there to Fort Totten.
I've
To the
seen
tri-
stuff like
to the-
I've
to
seen
the-
stuff like
and
that.
they do it back this way.
But not, I mean, videos of it, but in other states.
Bro,
And-
they're shutting down a major artery in New York to race.
Yeah.
And this is my
And
thing.
they all go underneath the
they all
bridge.
complain that there's not enough racetracks. There's not the Jersey has plenty of room. They're building tons of shit. They building racetracks. Go to Jersey. Race your fucking little Mira mobiles in Jersey. Stop killing people, bro.
Mira,
Yeah, Mira mobiles, bro. That's what they are.
They
And they're stupid Hondas with their crooked tires, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. How does anybody think that that's cool? Your tires are crooked. You're driving a car and you're driving 4 miles an hour over a fucking hairline fracture in the concrete. Oh my God, people are so stupid. That whole Honda crew,
I
bro.
know exactly what he means. Like,
Oh,
at
what are you
on
doing?
the Cross
dude?
Island, I seen them. Yeah,
People are
they
killing.
shut
Yo,
that shit down.
it's crazy. And people
and
are
the
dying,
majority
bro.
of them is BMWs and Audis.
And if you're listening, come at me.
retarded.
Call, please.
I dare you.
Somebody.
I dare you.
I need to be debated.
That's not a debate. You just
No,
be
because
like
there's stupid
yelling.
people out there. No, believe
that's
me.
the-
We have a lot
yeah,
of
that is
friends, Mike.
stupid.
We have a lot of friends that are like, nah, bro, you're being a little too much. No, fuck that. Call me up and tell me I'm being a little
You
too
think
hard.
somebody's like, nah, bro?
Yeah, I
you guys are
guarantee you
being-
our friends, some of our friends are. Come on, bro. Look how we grew up. I just burped into the thing. Look
Yeah.
how we grew up.
God forbid, it's gonna take like a family broken down, right?
No, it's got to
on
be
the side
somebody
of the
that's
highway.
close. It's got to be somebody
These
close
bastards
to
come
you.
racing
And
then
kill 'em.
fucking kill them.
But look what happened today. On that, and that's on some accident shit, dude. We're not talking about racing. That's not racing. That was some guy probably
Speeding, just-
some guy either trying to make a light or some lady trying to get across quick.
fast
One
enough.
somebody was in a rush. Slow the fuck down. Jesus Christ,
You're
people.
right. You're right.
Everybody, man, slow down.
Slow down.
Life is too goddamn fast. Where
You
you in a
little
rush
booger.
to go? Everybody's too fast. All you know, life's over. Slow down. Enjoy it. Smell the roses. And if you don't like roses, go smell your dad's ass when you're blowing him, you savage people.
I don't know why that always pops up.
I love that expression. Go blow your dad.
you do
Nothing
love
can be
it.
more offensive than go blow your dad.
You do love
For
it.
a guy or a girl.
Yeah.
Because it's disgusting for anybody to think about their dad's dick in their mouth.
It's more offensive for a guy or a girl.
It's probably more offensive. Yeah. It's hard, right?
I just say like,
We should do a poll.
who's more offended by it?
Can we do a Facebook
Is it a
poll?
guy or a girl that's more
Are women
offended?
or men more? But actually, there's no. Now we have no gender, binary gender.
We don't have to.
Are the people who are called they? Are they more offended?
Are the theys?
Are the they? Are the theys?
The theys? Are the theys more offended?
Oh, you know.
That's all right.
Hey,
So,
the
as
more
we
I get,
skip-
as I get older, I realize how much I hate people.
Yeah, people suck.
I hate them.
Hey, who's the cause of all the problems in this world? People.
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 Who made relations suck?
People.
Yeah. Yeah. Who can fuck up the idea of Jesus Christ?
People.
People. Yeah. Yeah.
So-
There you go.
So this Sunday, old 189 Park old guy softball team for Father's Day held
This past Sunday.
this past Sunday. For Father's Day, we played our 2 games with our old men, and it was fun. I have to say that it was fun.
We suck.
We suck. We suck.
We actually don't suck.
Sponsored by
We
Ben,
lose, so we
Sponsored
suck.
by Ben Gay.
So,
We lose
sponsored
too
by
much. We
Ben
lose too
is
much, so
Gay.
we suck. But no, we have a
No,
couple. We have a
we-
couple of guys that are like in there.
We're just under 500.
Just a couple. Me and him are old. Alex is old. We have a couple old guys. Well, half the team's old.
Right, but
But we lose too much, and because of the argument.
because of the argument,
Yeah.
right? But it's not. It's like it's stupid arguing.
I,
But
I love my guys, man. I love my guys. I love playing with them.
I said,
But I remember why I
Well,
stopped.
when we were sitting in the back. Well, there's a couple of guys.
Well, it's
But we
always
were
the same guys.
We were sitting in the back, and I was like, this is probably a team we should have had for like the last 5 years, right?
Probably.
At least of it, and I'm comfortable.
Well,
with
I
that.
wasn't playing because of construction.
Yeah, but
I'm only recently starting to play now because I can do that with my career now. Because my body is not like
I
yelling.
would have. I was playing Arc.
Even with my destroyed knees.
I was playing Arc as far back. Maybe
Yeah,
it was
but you're
like
in good shape.
4.
Like you work out, but you could run still. You could do things. Like like I went recently went
When
to the
you
knee
play
doctor.
first, when you play first, and I play second, I think
How am I gonna get
how
there?
can I play first and second?
Yeah. Yeah, well, you have to catch everything over my head.
So I lean to my left when it looks like it could go your way.
First, figure out how to play second, and then worry about how.
I
to
can
come
play
first.
second. It's just been so long since I've been there. But
Well, I tell you, what did I say last?
I'm a
week?
better first baseman than I am anything else.
What did I say last week?
But I can't play there because
ask
you're,
your in-laws to come every week because when they show up, you play like.
Nah,
a,
you didn't see the
dude,
last 2 weeks.
Oh my God!
You
Mike-
weren't there the last 2 weeks.
I wasn't there last week. 1 week.
No, you weren't. You weren't.
Oh, I missed 2 weeks.
Yeah, you didn't. You
I
weren't
missed,
there.
I missed 2
when-
weeks in a row. Yeah, you're right. Because I went with Trish.
You should have
Went
seen the
away. I
like.
had to work 1 week and I went away.
I almost tagged that over that guy's head. I had
Every-
that.
Every time I look at him, he's posting another pizza pie. I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking.
Right. That was the Connecticut.
When I was
pizza.
on our way back from New Hampshire, we stopped at New Haven. So yeah, by the way, like we don't show this podcast enough pizza love, like we said in the beginning.
We will, but I mean,
whatever. Like we're growing as we are.
I mean, we'll do
still,
right
but
after we end it. We'll do.
I will talk a little bit about that today, though.
Pizza reviews.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the last
Podcast's
episode.
over. We're gonna
Podcast
talk about
over.
pizza.
Let's talk about pizza.
No, but
Anyway.
with all the hoopla about fucking like New Haven pizza, everybody talks about it being a new. Oh, we're the best. We're this, that, the other. Listen, it's different. Let's not say. All right, they use San Marzano sauce, and it's still not that good. So that bugs me out a little bit. Like, are they not adding anything to it? Because I work the pizzerias, and you have to season shit. Like, don't sit here and tell me because you're using expensive tomatoes that you don't have to put salt and pepper or whatever the fuck you put. Like, so I was kind of a little surprised. It was the first time going. I've never been to New Haven before.
Okay.
And I've heard all these stories about how great the pizza is.
By people
So I
from there,
deci-
people from out like New York.
From all over. Like, it's New Haven apparently is like, some people say it's the epicenter of pizza. Some people, whatever. Because all 3 places we went have been there since Don Peps is the original.
Yeah.
1924.
Something like that. Early.
Modern was second at like 1933 or 32 or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And then Sally's A Pizza is like, I think Modern A Pizza and Sally's A Pizza, which is the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life.
Yeah, but it's got to be different.
It's
There's
stupid,
so many.
whatever. That's fine. It's different. Doesn't mean I have to like it. Like the problem with everybody. Everybody thinks that everybody's got to like shit. You don't have to like it. I don't like it. Just like when they call Sicilian a square. Shut up. It's not a square. I've seen Sicilians out of rectangles. It's called a Sicilian. Oh, I'm from Brooklyn. I call it a square. You know what? Only like 4 neighborhoods in Brooklyn call it a square. The rest of Brooklyn call it Sicilian. So you're the minority. I'm not the minority. It's called a fucking Sicilian. Sicilian slice.
Yeah.
Not a square. But Sally's a pizza.
That was good.
So-
But New
about
Haven's
pizza.
no good.
Talking about pizza,
No.
have you ever eaten at Nona's?
Nona's on Bell? I still haven't gotten there. And I'm a little disappointed. to
How
say.
about Nona's in the store?
I haven't. I haven't gotten to either. But somebody on the pizza group page and the owner of Nona's on Bell reached out to me. You want to hear a fun fact? That building is where the old Winnie Rannigan's is. I bartended in that building for a long time. So it's now a pizzeria. And the owner reached out to me and invited me in to do a review of his pizza. So
think
I still
Nona-
haven't gotten there, but
Nona's wins it hands
yeah,
down.
but you know what's fucked up? Somebody wrecked on them because they bought 2 slices of pizza for $16.
Yeah.
$16 for 2
yeah.
slices.
I think
$8 a slice, bro.
$8 a slice.
Listen.
I think I paid. I ordered the pie with sausage,
I'm not having
pepperoni,
that.
and Zeppeli's.
Pinwheels? Oh, Zeppeli's.
Holy
Yeah.
shit! What is that? $60?
Fucking $40. Is that bad?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
lot
that's
of money.
bad.
That's
That's,
up there.
and you
It's
didn't
too
even
much.
have it delivered. Yeah, that's way too much.
It's too much. And now, again, the
But it
pizzas, I heard the pizza's outstanding.
Fucking
It's
banging.
not, it's not worth that money, though. And the problem is,
That's crazy.
it's Bell Boulevard rent. That rent's
Yeah.
probably $15,000 a month.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you do when you have a $15,000 a month
Maybe
rent?
it's
You
$18,000.
got to sell $25 pies,
Right.
$30 pies, whatever it is.
$35 pie.
It's ridiculous.
Because you said you had
$8 specialty slice. She got like a. She said she got like a, broccoli rabe and sausage slice, and then something else. It was like
Well,
$16,
if you-
which is not good. Like if you're gonna,
you
you
went
won't
out-
last long.
If you went out and you had, remember I was asking you the other day for like the best burger place on Bell.
Yes.
I went out, right? It was my birthday. We went out. We
Which now,
had 3 burgers with fries.
You had 3 burgers?
Right? It wasn't,
3
just
different
one-
places or
three,
one
3
plate?
plates.
Three
We ordered
pla-
3 plates.
gotcha.
With fries, burgers, and it was $125.
Wait, what? Where?
Huh?
one station, one.
OSP?
One Station Plaza.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
Station
there you go.
Plaza?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you drank alcohol.
No.
Just
It
3
was
burgers
that
and
with
fries?
3 with drinks.
No,
yeah.
no. What,
Yeah.
what kind of drinks? Cokes?
With Cokes.
no
yeah.
way.
100 and
You didn't
what?
question it?
It was like $30-something.
I used to
each
work for the
fucking
owner.
plate.
I used to work
Yeah.
for the owner. That's not $125.
Bro, it,
What?
30 is
You're gonna give it-
$90.
a tip.
With
Well,
tax
I
and
listen.
tip.
I've seen burger plates cost $25-$30. I've seen it.
I mean, Jackson
I'm not saying it's
Hole-
worth it.
Jackson
Where?
Hole, but that I mean, that's
Jackson Hole's like
Jackson
like
Hole's
in
a-
20.
It's like
20
this,
bucks.
but it's the
best
burger's
burger
like this
ever.
way.
Yeah, no, listen, that's what I'm saying. Bell Boulevard's garbage. I would have never paid that.
Garbage.
Yo, you
That's
got to look at the
awful,
menu, though,
man.
bro. You didn't see the menu? It's at $35 a burger, but it's like, go fuck yourself.
That shit would like hit me.
No
I
way,
was
man.
sideways. And I
Does
was
this burger come with a freaking hand job?
Yes, it does. Have
better
you
have
ever
a-
been to OSP lately?
You better have a
It
little.
was like-
They
you
have
better
to
a
give
little
you
midget
they
chick
have
because
to,
I wanted to stand
They
upright.
have to
when
give
she's
you a
doing it.
hand
Bro,
job.
it
They're
was
like,
like
please.
I want to
$4.
standing upright. Like she's like
Please.
this when I'm eating my burger.
She's like this. She's checking your bill like this.
It was like $4 for like freaking cheddar on the burger. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's terrible.
damn,
I would,
like
dude,
$4.
I
I was like,
Nah,
this is crazy.
No way.
I told you to go to go. Where did I tell you to go?
You didn't tell me. You didn't answer me. I called him.
You are
and
so
he
not-
answers me 3 days later.
No, I didn't. You said for your birthday. That's not true. The first time you texted me, my girl wants to take me somewhere for my birthday, and I said, go to the original Jackson Hole. by the
36 hours
airport.
later after
No,
you were
it was like
eating?
it was like right away.
You know how I know he didn't pay attention?
Uh,
Because I didn't say my girl. I said my aunt.
No, you didn't. You said my girl. I'll pull this shit up.
uh,
Oh,
look at
you're
that.
so done. Bye, Facebook. Can I?
What happened? They
go
knocked
check-
you out?
No, I want to check my messages because you're lying.
We'll be back. That's crazy. That's funny.
I'm telling you, he said my girl
That's
wants
funny.
to take me for a burger for my birthday.
Look,
and I said go.
I will tell you this,
and
Mike.
the time's gonna be here too.
I'll tell you this, Mike. It's Bell is some places are good, but it's an overpriced, overrated in some things. He has it. What does it say? You want glasses?
What does it say? What up, Buttercup? Like, yo, you're shaking.
Yeah.
He's like,
I got you, baby.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's great.
I said go to the original
don't-
Jackson Hole.
go
Here
to
we
the
go. Here we go. Yo, 104. What up, Buttercup? 107. I responded in 3 minutes. Who's got the next best burgers on Bell? That's nice to sit in. My girl wants to take me there today for my birthday. And Jackson Hole was my favorite and is gone.
Hold on.
What is that? 107. At 2:44. Sorry, broski, I'm at the dentist, which I was getting a cleaning. I was getting a cleaning. I was. I remember specifically. Go to Jackson Hole by the airport.
You see-
Still got the best burger in Queens. I was in the guy. Listen, I'm getting my swallowing my own shit. I'm sorry I couldn't answer your text, but I answered you the first time. Hold on a second. Let me ask you a question. Watch. Let
Let me ask you this question.
Have you guys eaten at that new diner, the Neptune, yet?
Yeah, I was going to tell you. Go there. Because that's the same Neptune from Astoria.
From Astoria, yeah.
Yeah. And
But I mean, it doesn't beat, Jackson Hole where they were. Come on, man.
Jackson Hole's burgers were good. The rest of the food was
Yeah, like Jackson
wasn't
Hole,
that
their
good.
regular burger
food
and their
wasn't that
turkey
good.
burgers are amazing.
The breakfast is okay. I actually like Jackson Hole. Dude, Neptune, from everything I'm hearing, Neptune is like the best diner around right now. Easy. Because the one in Astoria was amazing. The one on 21st Avenue.
Yeah.
I used to go there all the time. It was great. Great. The big old one. The old school one.
Yeah.
It was on. It was on. Oh, maybe it was 23rd. It was like 21st and 21st, or 23rd and whatever. It was right around that in the middle of that Astoria of fucking nonsense. Delicious diner though.
But right in the middle of all that
Yeah.
nonsense,
There's a
people,
lot of- there's a lot of
traffic, trains,
There's a lot of nonsense in
a
Astoria.
lot of people nonsense in
Astoria's full of
Astoria.
nonsense.
Well, driving around, I've discovered in Freeport, Nautical Mile.
Oh, you
I
just
never went out
discovered
there.
it? No?
Dude,
Yeah.
that's like about a mile from my house.
Yeah, Trackhouse Radio told me about it, and I was like, they were like,
How
yeah,
did-
it's like
You
City
never
Island
knew
out
about
there.
that?
I never knew
It's a little
about that.
pricey, but it's a good time.
It's
Yeah.
you will have a good time. I would no
You
doubt
can't go
about
all
that.
the time because it's expensive. Like me and my girl go for lunch.
But
It's
it,
like
but it's not as
$150.
yeah, we went to
It's
like
expensive.
we
It's
went out there. It's
expensive.
like
Because
two
it's all
people.
seafood, first of all.
Yeah,
Seafood's always expensive. And that, you're talking about waterfront property, that's expensive property right there. They actually, Bracco's, which is, food's okay, drinks, I mean, Tropics opened and Tropics is better, and the drinks are obviously just as expensive. The food is better, I think, at Tropics. And Bracco's got shut down when 50 Cent had a concert there. And they like tore the whole town apart. Like literally 20,000 people showed up. Like you're having 50 Cent at some little bar. It's like fits like 200 people. So,
Sounds right.
oh, it was crazy. They tore the whole town apart, like destroyed. And then they took their liquor license away for having a party without, it's like, first of all,
permit.
well, you need a cabaret license for that, but then you need like a specific
Well, they
license.
changed the rules now,
to
and you don't
do-
need it anymore. But that's how they were able to shut you down on Bell.
What they did was they smacked them with like some whole blocking traffic city like
Oh, okay. It's like
in the
city
town of
ordinance kind of
Freeport.
shit.
Oh, bad, bro.
Some nuisance shit.
So, but
Yes.
listen, Bracco's fucking overcharges for everything, but it's all right, But you're gonna go. You know where I'll tell you to go? One of my best places to go is Jeremy's. It's on when you're going down a mile. It's like one of the first like quarter mile of because it's a literal mile
Passing the jet ski.
before the jet ski.
I know what you're talking about.
Jeremy's, and the guy's a Bayside High School alumnus. And when my son's school, Bayside High School, won the city championship, he held a dinner there and paid for everything, open bar, food, everything. He was like a gentleman, like beyond. It's not a typical restaurant where you would go and get a waitress and table service. You literally go there and there's like a counter for like beer. They have special beers, different tabs, and then they have like burger. Like it's cool. It's cool. It's a cool little spot. It's a really good. It's a local fave. It's like a lot of locals love it.
because it's not like super expensive like the rest of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. It's a good little. But if you want like a sit down dinner, you're gonna spend some money. But it's a lot of nice places. Tropic.
I found another spot up in Port Washington on the waterfront.
Louis.
I don't know. I can't remember the name. I'm
It's
gonna
gotta be
dig it
Louis.
right now.
Louis is
And it's-
the most famous seafood place on the water.
It was actually it's just like City Island. Like you can pull up with your boat and shit.
Yeah, it's
You know.
Louis. That's Louis.
And it's in its own
Louis,
little
Louis
boatyard.
Louis is awesome.
Yeah.
Louis is a great place.
Yeah.
Really good food.
What's that
Very
place?
good
In Long Beach, we used to go to a lot, and it
Patty
had
McGee's.
no the one at the end where you could pull your boat up.
Patty McGee's.
Was that Patty McGee's?
Yeah.
All the way in the corner
of
in the
all
end.
of those.
The corner. There was one in the corner in the end.
At the back
Yeah,
end.
yeah.
That was Patty McGee's. The closer one to the bridge was Sprats on the
Sprats
water,
on the water.
which became Bridgeview.
Bridgeview. Yeah, I remember we used to go to that one that was in the corner and had that little driveway. We used to go all the way over there.
Yeah,
So-
that was Patty McGee's.
Yeah. Okay. I don't remember the name. That's all.
Patty McGee's. Patty McGee's was fun. Patty McGee, they were all fun. Like then
That was
Island Park was off the hook. Back
but
then.
that was that. Those are the days of the Sanford boys.
We used to go to that was Sprats on the water.
That was
type
Sprats on
days.
the water, right?
I went there after me and Rob Albanese.
Albanese.
That crew we used to go. We used to go to Montego Bay, which was like right on the corner before you make that left.
Mm-hmm.
Montego Bay was off the charts, man. That place was like because it was just like a Caribbean kind of what is that? Butler's Flat.
That's the place.
Never even heard of that. That's in Port Washington.
Butler's Flat. Butler's Flat.
Butler's
Yeah.
Flat. He said
Yeah.
butt.
What he said? What?
Sands Point, North
Oh,
Haven.
Sands Point. That's like way north. That's further north of Port Washington.
Port
Sands,
Washington is right there.
yeah, that's not. That's Sands. That's Port Washington's like a mile from there.
It's fucking
Manor.
nice. It was
You see
nice.
Manor Haven? You see where it says Manor Haven?
Yeah.
I played softball right there, right at that field. There's like right on the water. Sands Point is where the Sands Point Preserve is, which is a really cool
Sands
place.
Point
And
Preserve.
you're on this. We were talking about weight before. You're on this health thing, which I love to see. Me and Studio Mike are both down significant weight, which
Woo!
is pretty
Yeah.
Applause.
pretty happy about.
Applause. Congratulations.
We're both very
you
happy.
two guys
to
are
say
doing
that.
very good
We
work,
s-
man.
You know what's funny? I said we were going to do it, and we're doing it, which
You're
is
doing it.
pretty
That's
awesome.
amazing.
Mike,
Yeah.
you're down 18. You said
18.
Mike's
18
down
pounds.
18 fucking
Beautiful.
pounds. That's amazing.
How many are you down?
17.
17. Ooh,
Which is
look
yeah.
at that. It's still.
When I saw the scale, I couldn't believe it. I thought it was broken. I swear to God.
I still think it's broken.
I told you. I looked down. I said 248.9, and I'm like, holy shit! Get the camera! And then like I fucking get off and got back on. It was at 249 point whatever. I'm like, damn! So I gained like a pound when I got back on.
I watch you run,
I
and
did it
I
like
don't know
10
if it's.
times.
I don't know if you're less than
I
249.
did it 10 times, and it kept going to 249 point something. So I settled for 249. No, I can't run because of my knees.
No,
I need
your
two
knees,
knee
your ankles.
replacements. But what I did, I lost all that weight with a lot of help. And I've always had a decent diet. Trish is amazing. She makes sure I eat like somewhat healthy. But there was this thing that a friend of mine, Bobby Boschnagel, Boschnagel Roofing. He actually owns an office across the street, ironically enough.
Hey, Bobby.
Shit. We're in the freaking studio. The roofing
place?
roofing place across the street is his
Yeah.
place. So Bobby tells me, dude, I saw the Bionic Gym online. And I'm like, bro, I want to try this thing, right? It's called the Bionic Gym.
Bionic Gym.
Anybody listening, Google it, Bionic Gym.
Google Bionic Gym.
So I knew Bobby was talked about it somehow. I reached out. I'm like, bro, does this thing work? And he's like, I swear to you, I lost 80 something pounds on it.
Wow.
Bobby was big.
Wow. 80 pounds.
Bobby was
Holy
big,
shit. That's pretty amazing.
Right. And that's to the point where you're like, that's no joke. Like it works, you know? So anyway, because it's the reason why I had to make sure that it worked before I bought it was it's $750. That right there. That's it. $750.
Ooh.
Okay? It's expensive. So I'm like, and now let me tell you why I gave into this thing.
Okay.
So I went to the doctor. I've been a really, really good as the last few years trying to get my health in order. And not that I've been out of healthy. I just want to make sure everything's good. And my knees are fucked up, man. Like after COVID, like before COVID, I would play a little basketball and here and there, but like softball, I could run here and there. I would never need an extra run. I could always complete my, shit. And then it seems like, when I stopped moving and I gained all this weight. And it was COVID shut me down for a while, so anyway, I couldn't run. Like I couldn't, if I said this before, if I was running across the boulevard and a car was coming, I'd die. Like I couldn't get there. So my doctor tells me I have
So
severe,
if I see you start running, I should just pray.
oh, it's bad.
Okay.
You see me running. So
No, I mean like running across the
I
street.
actually ran okay on Sunday.
Yeah, but you run on dirt, you're just gonna fall down. I have to drag you off the field.
Dude, it's really bad.
If you run in traffic.
and it hurts so much when
gotta
when
pray.
I try to run.
Right.
So my doctor will not do knee replacement. I have degenerative arthritis in both knees. Like there's no coming back from it. I have bone on bone. So my doctor's like, there's really nothing that I'm not. He goes, I'm not doing knee replacement. You're too young. 47 years old. I just turned 47. I can't do it until you're at least 50. Because that's not even you have to do it every 10 years, 12 years. So I have to start gel therapy.
Okay. They
Which-
inject gel into your.
They inject gel into your kneecaps, and so instead of bone on bone, I have some kind of like lubrication in between. And people that I know that have had it say it's unbelievable.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm very excited about that.
Okay.
But part of me dealing with that pain
So when is this
was not
potential
being able to work
procedure?
out.
When is this potential?
until I have to get I have to do 8 sessions of I have to do 8
I
sessions.
told you this.
8 sessions of physical therapy before my insurance approves it, and then because it's not cheap, so the insurance doesn't do it right away. It's annoying, but I did that because I couldn't, like, the only way you're gonna lose weight, really lose weight, is if you could go good cardio. And the only way you get good cardio is if you run. Like I tried walking, it does.
That's not the way to lose weight, but it's a
You
way to
can
assist.
lose weight.
Yes, you can lose weight.
I'm not saying that's the only way to lose weight. I'm saying that
No, I didn't say
if
only.
you want to lose weight, you have to eat. You have to eat right, diet, and exercise.
Like
The
abs
only
come
way-
from the kitchen.
You're not losing weight by going to the gym and
Right,
not
but-
going on a treadmill.
Right, but the abs. Listen, the story of abs are built in the kitchen.
I never said abs. I'm just talking about losing
No, what
weight.
that means, that's what it means. That's where everybody has abs underneath there. Underneath that layer, everybody has those bumps of abs. Okay, it starts in the kitchen. You can lift weights 5 days out of the week and still crush the weight without running, without doing cardio.
You're never gonna lose significant weight. Like I needed to lose 30 pounds.
Okay.
You'll never lose 30 pounds if you don't run or do something to get your heart rate running.
Gotta
Move.
ride a bike or something.
I mean,
Ride a bike.
physi-
But you know how
physical
long it would
activity-
take? And I've done all the research. Trust me. You'd have to ride like 30 miles a day for like 6 months.
But
to
if
try
that's
to lose.
the only thing you do, if the only thing you do is
I
riding
don't,
the bike,
but my knees are shot.
What I'm
the
s-
only thing I can do. I've done treadmill work. I've
what
done.
about
I've done
like do you
incline
lift
treadmill
weights?
work.
Do you lift weights?
Yeah, but lifting weights is not gonna lose weight.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm turning fat into muscle,
No, you're not. You think it doesn't make it heavier? It doesn't.
which is fine, Mike.
It
you know how
doesn't
long
make
it would
it.
take me? Do you know how long it would take me?
You gotta
to lose
do
weight?
what?
Trust me, I've talked
do what? To do what?
I've talked to trainers. I've talked to. Do you know how long it would take me to not run if I just went to the gym, right? If I just did nothing and I went to the gym, all I did was work out. Like,
Yes.
I'd still have a big fat gut.
No.
The way
I
around
disagree.
this.
You're
the
hold
only
on,
one
hold
who
on.
disagrees.
No, I
way around
I do
this.
that. This
the
is
way
what I
around
do.
this-
This is what I
I
did.
talk to trainers. That's what they do.
The way
That's what they do
around
for a
this-
living.
But
you have to build a heart rate.
Yes.
You're never gonna lose
Weights-
weight if you
If you don't get your cardio up.
You think if I do like shoulders or bench, I'm gonna get my heart rate at 150? I'm getting my heart at 150 right now.
You can listen. There's
Sweating
a
like a
lot.
pig.
There's a lot
My
of.
shirt is soaking wet. I never have a soaking
Mike,
wet shirt from
You
waking
could do
up.
that.
you
You could
know
do it
the-
with weights. You could do it with
Sean,
weights.
look.
Yeah, you could, but it takes like 2 years.
Do you know the
not gonna
sweat
happen
the
overnight,
sweatsuit,
man.
the plastic
For me, it
outfit?
did. I lost 17 pounds in 5 weeks.
You know the plastic outfit?
Yes.
Yeah,
I have
But
that.
that's only to dehydrate, though.
Okay,
That's not a lose weight kind of.
But let me explain to
Lose
you
water
what,
weight.
what was told to me. You wear that sweatsuit, right? You wear on top of that sweatsuit, you wear like a champion sweat, regular sweatsuit, and pound your girl 3 times a day.
Ah. You sweat a lot with that
You
shit.
said a lot.
You'll
You
look-
might say, you might
you'll look
pass
like you
out.
came-
You might pass out because you can't breathe in that thing.
You better find a girl without a job.
Yeah. She's like, I
You need
gotta
a
gotta
bro-
stay right here.
you need a
You're
bro-
gonna have to work 2 jobs to keep me
You
here.
need a broke bitch. Shit.
She just lays there.
No, listen. Let me tell you.
You need a broke lame chick to stay
I-
for that.
It's just common sense. Like, and you know what the thing is? I bought this bionic gym, and people are like, I don't understand how it works. How the hell is it problem?
Well, break it down to us. How does it work?
Yeah, tell me. Tell us all about it.
So what it
Tell us,
does
Sean.
is there's straps that go on your legs.
Okay.
Okay, and it has a control module, and it sends pulses to your leg, and you control how far you want to go up on them.
So it's almost like a TENS
it
unit.
Stimulate the blood
I don't
flow?
know what that is.
You know, when you get into a car accident, they put it on your back, the massage, the pad.
It's like electrostim.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It's electrostim on a higher level.
Gotcha.
So what you do is once you put it on, basically it mimics shivering, which like the normal human way to warm yourself up and to sweat and to build up a sweat is to shiver when you're cold. Like it's when you're cold, you shiver and you warm up, right? It's a basic human instinct. So what this does is it mimics shivering. So when you shiver, you sweat. This shit has you shivering at a ridiculous fucking level.
Shiver me timbers.
Like crazy.
Shiver me timbers.
Yo, bro, to the point where my legs are uncontrollable. They're uncontrollably doing this. Blah, 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 blah. Yo, it's nuts. It's nuts. And I would never, ever, like, you think I would spend $750 on something if I didn't, like, it was a risk.
If it wasn't lipo,
If
I
it was
would
a
not
risk,
understand
it was
that.
a risk. But I had to do it because of the low impact on my knees. Because I've been going to the gym for months, and I was hitting the treadmill pretty good with the mask on, and I was getting my heart rate up pretty good. I'd burn like 700 calories, 600. Dude, I burned 950 calories playing Call of Duty the other day on my couch. I'm not even lying to you. Bro, sweat. Yo, my shirt was soaking wet. And Trish, to this day, doesn't understand how it works. She comes home from work. I'm sitting there finishing up a game. Because
She thinks you were masturbating while you were playing Call of Duty?
I try not to play when she's home. Like, when she's home, I don't want to play video
She
game.
thought you were jerking.
So when she comes home, I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. No. Because I'm playing video. Like, she's like, how are you, like, I turn the game
Sweating.
off. My shirt's soaked. I'm like, babe, touch here. It's just my own. Touch here. The whole shirt's literally drenched from playing video games for an hour and a half. So
there are geeks that do this.
no, but this is my point. The point being, folks, is that it gets your heart rate. It gets your heart rate up so high, and it gets your calorie burn level and what that does is it burn your heart. Your heart rate controls everything. It's your epicenter of your life, of your body. So literally, your brain works because of your heart. The more blood you get, the more blood you get to your brain, the better, smarter, the
pump
more
that
fresh
shit.
you are. And that's why, if you look at people that live in the mountains, they live longer lives. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're healthier. There's more oxygen.
They
There's
marry
more
their
blood flow.
relatives.
There's more. They bang their cousins. But there's more
Cousin,
oxygen. There's
sister.
more blood flow. There's more, like, it's commonsensical,
Look, there's
Anyway.
no bad exercise. Just
Right.
say, like, there's no
Correct.
bad
And
exercise.
I would, like, somebody said, there's cheating. That's cheating exercise. It doesn't. This was developed, I think the way it was really founded was for people who were sick, older people.
That sit
people who
home, they
get
can't
out
move.
there.
They can't move.
And crippled people who are
Right.
paralyzed. And then they just kind of turned it into something that, and bro, listen, let me tell you something. I wouldn't lie to you. The proof is in the fucking pudding. I'll stand on a scale right now. So, and I haven't done anything different. Oh, I still work out, but I do band workout. I haven't been to the gym in 5 weeks
Bands are good.
since I started this.
There's good stuff to have at home.
Because this is a 2-hour work. Like, I do between a 1 and a 2 hour workout.
I know something you could
say
add
it's
to that.
You know what it is? Honestly, when things get my legs shaking, I can't move. You can't do shit.
Right, you just got to
And I can't be on the phone. I'm like, bro, you breathe
They're
heavy.
like, yo, what's the matter with you,
Yeah,
Sean?
it's
Are you
creepy.
okay?
It's creepy. I tried to play Call of Duty with the headphones on.
Hey,
and I'm like,
how you
this
guys
guy's, no, this guy's behind me with a shotgun. Yo, kill him, dude. The guy's got a shotgun.
like, yo.
Kill him. What the fuck?
They're like, who brought this old dude masturbating
Yeah,
to
it's
this
great.
game?
Yeah, this kid was 12 years old. He's like, Dad, this guy's jerking off on Call of Duty. No, but it's wild shit, dude. It works. Bobby Bosch, you're the man.
Bobby Bosch.
It absolutely 100%
Something that'll-
unequivocally works. 1,000%.
A good exercise tool to add. So the balance board, the surfers and skaters
For
use
your
it.
knees?
So it's
I
good
did
for
it for
your
therapy.
ankles and your knees.
I can't do it now.
So I have one at
That's the
home,
problem.
and I do that. And when I first got it, it was like you're just doing this. It's the round wood log in the middle, on the board, right? In the beginning, you're doing this. Like now, I get on it and I'm like, I grab the
Oh, you
controllers.
do it.
I can
It's
do.
awesome. Once you get that balance, it's awesome.
I can go left to right the whole.
I had
thing.
like a pogo ball
and
with
play
the
it.
wood
With the
around it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you stand
he
on
was like
it,
this.
and you bounce it. It's like shaped like a pogo ball, but
Yeah.
and you balance on that. Excuse me, and it's like it's very like soft on your knee, but I tried, I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
You know what the problem is, like that bone on bone shit. It's like once it starts, it's doesn't go away, man. It's like fuck.
No.
Then I got to take like 6 liquid Advil liquid.
When I had the
gels.
surgery on my
Oh,
shoulder,
so bad.
I had the bone spur, and so when they showed me in the X-ray, I had carved like a line like this long, top to bottom. They showed me the full like the it was bone on bone, just grinding away, and it felt like something was grinding away.
I think they emailed me to. I gotta check. If I have them, I'll bring them next week.
Okay.
Dude, it's when you look, the X-ray looks painful. You know what I mean? I had it on both wrists.
Okay.
I had both. I had an MRI on my wrist. I had an MRI on my, which is insane. You ever have an MRI?
On my knees, on my back, and my shoulder.
Oh, so you have. Okay.
Yeah. I have torn
MRIs
cartilage.
are not comfortable.
No,
they're just not.
Don't you? I'm not claustrophobic, but when I was in there,
I'm not either, but it's weird, man.
I was like,
But my wrist, the
Oh.
worst part of the wrist was I had to
Slide
sleep
in?
like I was Superman
no.
with one arm up like this. And it was like 30 minutes or some shit or whatever it was, 20. And I just like couldn't deal with it. But my wrist hurt so bad at that point. It is before I started playing softball again or whatever, but I'm like, dude, I need the surgery. I need whatever I can get.
Right.
So I went to see the doctor. She did, she did the MRI, looked back, she goes, you need your wrist fused,
And
essentially.
you're a candidate for it.
They don't
ready for
do,
it.
but they don't do gel therapy for the wrist, which is freaking stupid. Like, I don't get it, right? So essentially, she did it. She gave me a cortisone shot. It worked. A year later, I had to go back. Now, this is recently, about a month ago. And this is like all my health, wellness kind of mission I've been on. So I'm trying to get my wrists right, my knees right, everything. My back has been okay. My back gets stiff and I have pain, but I have an inversion table and I stretch and do some yoga and I'm good. My fucking wrist, I get this.
Couldn't get better?
The first thing wears off. The second one she gives me doesn't work.
Not at all.
So now my doctor's not there. She's goes somewhere. So I went and seen another doctor. No, I don't even know if she's a doctor, nurse practitioner maybe. But she goes, I don't want to give you another one, another cortisone shot. And I was like, well, I heard that if the first one doesn't work, maybe the second one.
Yeah.
She goes, no, you had one a year ago. I go, yeah, I know. It was like 10 months. I go, yeah, I know. She goes, the wrist isn't a good area to get multiple cortisone shots. Meanwhile, the doctor, the one who gave me the shot, told me that I could get them. So I was like confused. I'm like, she told me something different.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, well, and I'm like, listen, do me a favor. It's my wrist. Give me a fucking cortisone shot. Literally, I had to tell her. Like, I'll sign a waiver. I don't care.
Just get me that.
Give me a cortisone shot. Because I couldn't even grip a pen. And I like to draw and shit. And I'm like, I can't do anything with it. So she gives it to me and it works. Like, it works. Like, I still feel like the other day I had soreness, like, beyond belief. But it works. But it's going to wear off. So the only option now, when this wears off, is I got to get my fucking wrist fused. Do you know what that means? I'll never be able to bend my wrist again.
So it's a lock-in.
This shit's gonna be.
It's going to be like this. I'll never be able to do this again. Ever. That's the only other option. It's either that or deal with the pain. So now, do I want to get jacked up on pills and deal with pain all day? Or do I want to get my wrist fused where I can never, ever bend my wrist again? Do you know how...
What else is there to do?
It's
That's
you know, like
that's
when
the fun.
when you're crippled, you'll have to learn how to walk?
I don't know what it's like.
I'm going to have to learn how to jerk
I know
off
this.
again.
I've heard this.
He's gonna be walking around with the Hitler.
Yeah. I have,
Every time.
no.
Hey, guys.
Sean.
Hey, guys. How are you?
I got to learn how to jerk off again. It's my right wrist.
He'll always have his hand out ready to shake everybody. And they're going to be
golf. Golf is a big problem.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
I like to play golf. Look, 3 things. Golf, 2 things. Golf and drawing. I like to do.
3, 2, 6,
If I
6,
can't
6.
do both, then it's going to be, I'm in a difficult decision.
Well, you got to pick a choice. You got to pick a choice.
man.
You got to make a choice.
It's bad, right?
You got to make a choice.
So I got between, I need 2 knee replacements and a wrist fusion. My right wrist. My left wrist hurts, but it's not that level. So, because I don't use it. I'm the right-hand dominant. So, my life sucks. How about yours?
No, that was great to hear.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Thanks for the entertainment. I really appreciate it. So that you'll no longer be able to use your right
So, I'm
hand.
starting a GoFundMe page for
so that we can get his
people who
bionic
can't-
wrist.
I can't move my wrist. Send me some money.
Send me some money.
Please.
So that I
want
can
money.
use my wrist again.
Some chick, she did a page for when she had something stuck in her hair, glue in her fucking hair. Send me money. My wrist
Yeah,
hurts.
that was great though.
She got glue in her hair.
She had glue,
Stupid.
and when she used to tap it, you hear how hard. She was like, "Look at this, guys! It hurt."
Oh my God! I
can't believe it.
I thought it was hair product.
I was took it to relate. I thought it was a hair product. I was like, I know.
Oh my God!
Anyway,
Oh, actually, she wasn't Spanish, right?
no, she wasn't Spanish. That's
she
okay.
was fucking stupid.
She got a lot of money
She
for
could have
that.
been
though.
green. She was
Yeah.
dumb.
There's a lot of dumb.
I didn't
people
read the
out there.
directions.
Yeah. I didn't know that super strong, sexy glue was
I
gonna
didn't- I
stick
didn't
my
know-
hair to my head.
I didn't know when it said danger on it. It meant dangerous.
Danger, danger.
I just thought
For-
I thought it was called danger
It's
because I wear some shit that's dangerous. No. No?
That's good.
I saw Pistachio's face just shining that right there.
Stop it. I was like, Pistachio would never put some glue on. Okay? Ain't nobody put no glue on. Pistachio sit there and just be like, hey, girl, it's sticky.
Pistachio
That's
don't
it.
like glue.
That's all you need. You don't need no glue. Shh. Stop it, girl. You don't need no glue.
She obviously needed glue.
Obviously, she needed glue because she was broken.
Her hair was done.
She was broken.
She needed her hair did.
She needed a hair did because she was broken, girl.
That shit wasn't did.
That girl was broken.
If the hair was did it,
Alright.
she wouldn't have did it.
She wouldn't have did it. She'd be done. Shit. P. Jones in the house.
Nice to see you, Pistachio. How you been?
Fantastic. You got some cookies?
Cookies? No, I'm sorry. I don't.
Oh my God.
We have some
Pistachio
pop-
Jones loves some cookies.
We have popcorn. You like popcorn?
I don't know. I like a cookie. Just got like ice cream or some cookie.
What kind of cookie? What's your favorite cookie?
My favorite cookie is molasses. Because it has asses in it. It's called molasses. Y'all.
I didn't know that molasses was a type of cookie. I thought it was a type of.
Oh, there's
like,
a molasses cookie from that, Trader Joe's. It's so damn.
Oh yeah, I love
good.
Trader Joe's. I'm a big Trader
It
Joe's.
makes me do a dance that ain't none of y'all ever seen.
fan. You don't dance at Trader Joe's though, do you?
No, if I was eating the cookies in Trader Joe's, I'll dance in that shit. Some bitch don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
But I will say this: the molasses cookie is what makes me move.
It's like it makes you get excited.
Like there's a dance that comes from the molasses cookie that is just all asses. Molasses.
I get it.
Is that that's
I'm actually. I don't know if I'm like if I'm disgusted or intrigued that I want to see this dance.
disgustedly intrigued.
Yeah, I don't-
Intriguingly disgusted.
I don't- exactly.
Molasses.
It's like
Asses.
that's called a conundrum
Yeah, so what?
because I kind of want to see it, but I don't know if I should.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't, but you could.
No, you know what? I'm gonna go with no. Do you have to? Do you wear a certain outfit for this dance?
Nah,
or
it's just a dance. Like you eat the cookie, and while you eating, you like, oh my God. Oh my God. What's the matter, yo?
So you do this dance with like no music? It's just like
There's music in my head.
it's in
You
your-
got to
the
always
music.
have.
The music's in your mouth with
It's,
the cookie.
the music is in my mouth.
Oh my god!
It just sounded like humming.
So, how's your summer going? Have you been to the beach yet?
Oh my God! I was wearing a shirt with no sleeves. I got tan.
But you're non-binary, right? Like you don't.
Hesh,
You're,
hesh,
you're a
Heshe.
heshe. That's right. I
Hesh.
forgot.
Eh.
You're a heshe.
hesh.
We don't really know what that is, but we're just like.
You don't need to know what
know,
it is.
it's-
I'll tell you what it is
It
when I
doesn't
need
matter.
to let you know.
Right. It doesn't matter. People, you're allowed to be whatever you want.
Hey, you ever
And
heard
I
of-
support you for being a heshe.
That's fantastic. I'm
So what
glad.
do you-
I ain't nobody asking for your
Let me ask you a
support, but thank
question.
you for showing up.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna just throw you my support anyway. What does a heshe wear to the beach?
A shirt with no sleeves. What you hear what I just said?
And what else?
Oh, it's a bikini.
Oh, it's bikini bottom.
Oh, it's bikini bottom.
So you like revealing?
It's like a V.
Do you? Let me ask you a question.
It's like a V. It's just not.
Do you? Does a Heshe believe in grooming?
Oh, it's
Like Brazilians? Or you just like have hair? Because humans are humans. They have hair.
well, it's
everywhere.
like this. There's
No
a
matter
little.
if
There's
you're
a
a
little.
he or a she or a they
Sometimes
or us
there's
or
a little
them.
bush. Sometimes
Probably
there's
got
no
hairy
bush. It's
balls
bush.
or a
No bush.
vagina.
It's like sometimes it's hair there. Sometimes it's not.
So is that because of you or because somebody takes it away from you? The hair. The hair.
Who's stealing my hair? What you talking about? Who take it from
When you become famous, people will definitely steal your hair
They were like,
and keep it for
yeah.
keepsake.
And close your eyes. Somebody come up and cut it.
So,
Stalkers sitting all over the place. Get your molasses asses cookie.
The molasses
Cookie.
cookies. We got molasses cookies. Oh, we totally
You got some more questions?
Can we? Yeah. Yo, I got so many questions. You have no idea. We don't have enough time in the fucking night for me to ask all
Well,
these
that's all
questions.
right. I ain't going nowhere. I'll be here waiting.
Yeah,
You just ask
we're
your
just
questions.
gonna have to do another interview another night. But
Well, that's fine.
I think the molasses cookies
is the best thing you ever heard.
It's a pretty good subject so far. And
Well,
pretty
that's good. That's good. You got any questions?
No, I think Studio Mike. You have any questions for Pistachio Jones?
He wants
The
no part. He
Studio
wants
Mike
no
doesn't
part
even
of.
wanna
He
answer.
don't got no part of this. He was like
He
molasses
doesn't even want his
cookies.
voice heard.
He's like, just take me out of this whole equation.
He's like, bro. He's like, I wasn't there. They
Two-
just
yeah.
said my name. I wasn't there.
I was not. I was around the corner somewhere else getting some pizza.
All right. Well, Pistachio, it was really good seeing you, and hope to it's a long time before I see you again.
It's gonna be sooner than you think.
Great. You have a good rest of the summer. All right. We'll talk to you Labor Day.
Okay, goodbye. I'll see you soon. Okay, take care. Kisses.
No kisses. No. There's no kisses going on.
There's
from
kisses.
Wow. Well, Pistachio. I haven't talked to him in a bit, or I haven't talked to it in a bit.
Hey,
See, now the thing is,
I
like,
haven't talked to Hay.
you can't, because it is more of an appropriate term instead of they, because I can't say I haven't talked to they in a bit. It doesn't sound grammatically
Well, it is
correct.
both of them.
But it is a something. It is something.
It is something.
The laptop is it. They don't.
But it is usually not a functioning substance.
But non-binary doesn't recognize
But
as
it's
being
not-
a sex.
But it's not an it.
Why? Of course, it's an it.
It's not an it.
You can't
It's
listen.
not an it.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. If you don't want to be a he or a she,
It's just an
or
it.
you're an it. Fuck yeah, you are.
Or what about you?
Well, you can't be. Well,
You can't
yeah, you
be
can
you?
say you, but when I'm referring to them, I can't say.
How is he doing? How
are
is she
you-
doing?
No. I can't say that. Oh, I was talking to the you. I was talking to you. It have to be. I was talking to it, because you refers to the person I'm speaking to.
I was talking to them.
Them.
But them doesn't work. See, it doesn't always work. What they're asking doesn't always work in the context. Is
Why?
what I'm saying. Because it doesn't. It like
Well,
when
that means that's your opinion, right?
no. I'm just telling you grammatically.
You're
it
telling
doesn't.
me facts?
They're wanting us to change, like the way English is accepted for
They, them.
Yeah, they them.
They, them.
I was correct.
It's
in
the same
saying-
with-
I was correct in saying they.
They, them. Right? Is better
They,
than
them.
it, right?
The fact that they can't be either they or them just proves how fucking crazy they are.
Well, it is crazy. It is. It
And
truly
I'm
is.
just being my opinion. I don't know. I'm entitled to it.
You
I
are.
think that. Listen, I am totally, bro. You know me for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I have always been about whatever makes you happy in your life, as long as you don't hurt nobody.
Right. I don't understand.
You should be entitled to do whatever
Right.
you want.
And so
But
why do
when
people
you
get outraged over
No,
stuff
because when
like
you
that?
force other people, okay. Now, this is about a self. Like, a lot of this goes on where they're talking about, like, suicide rate is high, and it's a lot of, it's bad, it's fucked up, and people who don't identify with a gender shouldn't have to want to kill themselves. Okay, that's a fact. Like, nobody should want to kill themselves. Right? That's an awful thing for a child to want. And I don't like, children aren't really grown enough to make their own decisions, and I get that. And as you get older, some of them, some of these people, like, they really feel like they're not a binary gender. I get it. I get that. I understand that. My point is, you are such a minority of because now it's accepted.
And you could come out as much as you want and without really, I mean, there's still repercussions. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here and saying that they don't get picked on and shit, but it's more accepted to this day where you can feel a little more comfortable doing it. It still proves that you're the minority by a far, a lot.
Okay, but
You shouldn't ever push your agenda on people as a minority when you think, and listen, acceptance, yes, I get it, 100%. But now you're forcing me to accept you.
right, but you don't. It's not actually forcing
And I'm not
on
saying
words.
you, I'm saying your lifestyle.
Right, but it's not forcing. I don't think they're forcing people.
You don't have
on
children,
words.
so I don't think you understand what I'm trying to get. If I had
I
a
don't
fucking
think that doesn't
no,
mean
because
anything.
yeah, you do. Because if you had a daughter and some fucking non-woman goes in that bathroom, there's gonna
Yes,
be a problem.
but that's the first thing
but
that
that's
people
their
say.
first thing.
But
though.
that's the
they
first.
want to be
but the words they
accepted
say.
as a non-binary, which
Okay.
it doesn't work. It
Okay.
doesn't work like that. It works in a lot of context of life, like and just in every other context of life, like work-wise. You shouldn't not hire somebody if they don't if they don't identify as a specific sex. I get that. If they're smart and you do the job, I don't give a fuck where you are. I really don't care. You could be a fucking rose bush. I don't care. Do the job. If I'm paying you money, I want results. That's it. Simple. I've always thought that way. I've always thought also, like, I'm a whole freedom of choice. Women should be able to do what they want with a body. So should a man. You want to cut your penis off, cut it off. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me.
Okay.
But don't tell me that you should be able to teach that in school and my son should listen to it.
But they didn't say that
Oh,
it
they
was
do.
teachable. They didn't say that it was teachable to say that. Well, they were just saying to accept
They
it.
want to be accepted in children's
but they're
schools,
saying,
Michael.
Right, but they said, but
No.
they didn't say
Sorry.
to teach it. They just said to accept it.
No, they want to teach that it's okay. And it's not. You're a I'm not saying it's not. It's
Yes.
Well, I am because you're minority.
what you're saying.
You're the minority. All
You're
right,
saying.
listen. There's my thing.
Okay,
There's
go
my
for
thing.
it.
There's my
Go for it.
there's my personal opinion, and I'm sorry, whatever.
You're not. Don't,
And I
don't
know,
be sorry.
I'm
Just-
not really
just-
sorry, but I'm sorry if I
just
offend
get-
people. I really don't give a fuck.
Who's listening that's going to get offended?
Nobody,
we don't have
really.
it like
we don't have
a-
listeners.
We
No,
don't
but here's
have
my
a
thing.
non-binary
Here's my thing.
audience.
If you listen, such a life-changing event is like killing yourself, jumping out of a window, taking too many pills, cutting off your dick, cutting off your tits. Okay, there are women who have cancer, right? Who get their boobs extracted.
removed, yes,
And it's the hardest thing in the world they ever. Now you have some fucking 15-year-old who hasn't been able to make that decision yet for their right for themselves because they're 15. Did you ever make a good decision when you were 15?
No.
All right, but they should be allowed to make those kinds of decisions.
But is
at
that
that
what
age?
the debate that 15-year-olds are
No,
making
no,
these
it's not the
decisions?
debate. The debate is what I'm saying. This is my point. That community is a very, 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 very small community.
Okay.
In the context of statistics.
Let's
of the
just say
overall-
in
of
America,
the overall statistics.
let's just say in
say
the
it's
Amer-
5%.
Right. Let's say in America there's
Not even
325.
5%. There's no way it's 5%.
Let's say it's
There's no way.
325 million people, right?
How many transgender do you think there are out of 1,000 people? One? Do you think there's one? I don't even think there is.
Out of 100
Out of 1,000.
or out of 1,000?
I don't even think there is.
I maybe-
bet
I
there's probably
say
one
three.
out of 3.
I say three.
You think so? All right,
Three.
maybe. All right,
Three.
now listen. That's fine.
Okay.
Educate. That's a lot. Now you're talking about 3 out of 1,000 is a very high percentage.
I know it is. I think that
That's a very high percentage.
I
No, whatever.
think-
So this is my point. And again, I love everybody who loves everybody. I have no problem with anybody who doesn't show love towards another person. But that being said, we are being forced
Right.
as a community to teach something as normal when it's not proven to be normal.
okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying such a dramatic thing, like cutting your dick off. How many people do you think at the end of the day regret doing it? And that's a number that's never brought out.
Well, here's
that's
what-
a study that's never really exposed,
Right.
Because it would hurt that community.
We don't know. We don't know. Like, I don't know what the magic numbers.
And I bet you it exists.
I haven't even heard one.
It's
one
such a
person.
final thing.
But I
though,
will
Mike.
tell you
That's what I'm
something.
saying.
That's
It's
why I
such
look
a
at Bruce
final
Jenner.
thing. And all I'm
Bruce
saying
Jenner
is-
wants to be Caitlyn, but he ain't
But
cut
now he
his
wants.
dick.
But now he doesn't because he doesn't want it.
Because the show's being canceled.
He doesn't want. Listen, Bruce Jenner's a joke.
Yeah.
But my thing, what I'm saying to you is,
He
this
he
is my
wanted to
problem.
be Caitlyn.
My
until,
problem is
like,
that children are so goddamn, like, dude, they're sponges, man. And if the wrong info is given for the right reasoning, is kind of the point I'm trying to make.
Okay, so
Like,
that makes
I'm-
more
I
sense than
don't-
what you were saying before.
I'm not trying to be mean or nothing like that
right.
because I swear
it
to
makes
God,
more sense. It's like
They're gonna burn my
if-
fucking shit down.
If something, if someone, hold on. If somebody says, I get it. Listen, hold on. I will
because
say
I'm
this.
viewing an opinion. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know what? That's fucked up because you can't view an opinion.
But
I'm
here's-
sorry, Studio Mike.
What happened? What did I miss?
No, he's saying
That's
they're gonna
Gary.
burn the studio
Oh.
down because of my opinion. But
here's
you
what
know
I'm-
what? It's a fuck. I mean, come on.
I get
so
it,
I'm
but-
not allowed. My whole shit is look. That's the point. He's
Right.
saying that as a joke in jest,
Right.
but he's fucking serious.
Right,
So
but-
I can't have my opinion.
But what I'm
without
saying
worried
is-
of repercussions of
Right.
people freaking out and going, "Oh my God, he's not tolerable." No,
Right.
I'm not saying that.
But here's the thing. That
If I like to shit into a hat and punch it, do I got to tell everybody in the world they got to do it too?
Right.
I think you should teach your children
But I
that
get-
shitting into a hat and punching it is a good thing to do.
okay, but I get that. But you know what?
I'm not hurting nobody.
You're not hurting anybody. But the analogy is rough. Like punching.
It doesn't matter. It's all
punching
this-
shit
in a
and a
general
kid being
context. In a
impressionable.
general context,
I know what you mean by
It's the same.
the kids being impressionable and they hear
What if-
it.
what about a
and they
sh-
feel
what about a
different.
kid-
Hold on.
What
hold
about
on.
a kid who shits in his pants at
Hold on.
school?
Hold on. I know what you're saying about kids being impressionable and feeling different, and then hearing this, and then going, "Wait, that's me. That's what I am. That's who I am." But they're still not sure because they're too young. I get that. I understand that. So when is it okay, at what age, for them to make that judgment? They feel different at 14, 15, 16. Is it okay to make that
So I think
judgment at
that, like, if
18?
you're correct with your statistics, I think the best thing to do, and I think this was something that I
think the
mentioned
number
with
3 out of
policing.
1,000 is say
The same
like
thing with policing. That might be it.
confused.
But I
confused.
actually like that number for the sake of my next point. Just like I think policing, you know, they wanted to defund. Look what happens. You know what I mean? Statistics don't lie, dude.
Yeah, but that's something
Crime
else.
is up. No, but I'm saying listen, I'm just telling you my points.
Right, but
They wanted to defund. They defunded. Now look what's going on, right? It's anarchy in most cities. Now they want to allow this kind of education for kids to think it's okay, right? This is my point. There is such, if you're right with your statistics, and even if you're off by like 50%, there's enough LGBTQ plus people out there where they can have their own schools. They can have their own, because now the education won't be diluted. Now, again, it's segregation, and segregation is anti-American. I get that. Blah, 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 blah. You want to make everybody happy? That's how you do it.
okay.
Because we don't have to agree. That's the beauty of America.
But that's the best part.
So
of it.
now, you know what? A Jew doesn't necessarily agree with fucking Christians. What do? They make their own schools. That's not segregation. They're teaching what they believe.
Wait, yes, but that
Now, you don't have to teach
religion,
what you believe to me, because
Reli-
I don't believe it.
Right, but that's
But why am I
religion is
wrong?
different.
Why
I know.
am I wrong?
First of all, I never said you
I'm
were
not
wrong.
saying you saying.
Right,
But
I
again,
never said, like,
again,
you think
Studio Mike
ignorant
made a
to
joke.
somebody like-
They're going to burn my studio down. He's not wrong.
Because
If the wrong person
right,
hears this,
but-
they'll fucking threaten my life.
But you know why they'll threaten
Because
it?
of my opinion.
Right,
I
but
think
not
that,
because that. Because it's a culture where people want to go. Somebody sitting there who may agree or have somebody in their family that agrees with you and can't be mad at their family, so they'll go.
Dude,
That's the guy I'm going to be
and
mad at.
Look, the joke of it is, if anybody knows me, I got 2 people in my life that I think that without them telling me, I think they consider themselves non-binary. Whatever. And I love them like family.
Okay,
But they don't force their agenda on anybody.
Right, but
Just
what-
like I don't force my heterosexuality on people. I don't walk up to girls and go, "Hey, I like to put my dick inside you."
Yeah, but you walk like a cowboy, so they can see you coming a
No,
mile
but
away.
What's the difference, Mike?
That's a joke. Once
no,
in a
I know,
while.
but you're right.
That's a joke.
It's 2021, okay? Do your fucking thing, bro. Do your thing. That's it. Don't do your thing and make everybody else want to watch your thing or
Okay.
see your thing, or you're trying to make a point about your thing. Your thing is your thing. Leave it to yourself.
Okay.
Don't put it on anybody else.
Okay, I understand.
And I saw
that.
it. I saw
I
the
mean,
ESPN thing today, and God, what was her name? Well, now it's not even her. See, and this was confused the shit out of me. That ESPN did the story today.
Okay.
Haberman. Her name is Haberman.
Okay.
I think it's Deja Haberman or something like that. Really good ball player. And I forgot the team. Mercury, maybe. A WNBA player.
Yeah.
But what confused me is that she's like, I totally non-binary. Like, she doesn't want to be recognized as any of that, right? But then her brother, the whole interview, she's married to a woman. The whole interview, the woman, she. But anytime the reporters referred to her, it was they. And it bugged me out because the first part of the story was she's a staunch supporter of non-binary, and she doesn't want to be referred to at all by any gender.
Okay.
Watch the interview. Do me a favor, please. Tell me if I'm crazy. Watch the interview on ESPN and tell me I'm wrong. And her brother, now listen, they had nothing but great things to say about her. And I'm sure she's an amazing person. First of all, she made it to the WNBA. Like, let's, props are do what they do. She went to Cal, which is a great school.
Okay.
She went to the WNBA. She's achieved more in her life, or I shouldn't say she because she doesn't want, and me not being a dick, I'll say they. They achieved more in their life than most people do. But that doesn't mean that her decision to cut her boobs off, which she did, was a healthy choice for the populace. Okay?
But that's her choice, though.
But my point, you're right. But they don't need to push that agenda.
So
that's the agenda that doesn't need, because if a girl is confused and she doesn't know.
Well, this is what I said. When kids are confused, right? They're at 13, they're confused.
The whole
they
world's
don't know
confused. What about kids?
I'm just saying, well, they're confused for different things. But I'm talking about like kids for the sexuality. 13, 14, 15, they're still not sure. 16, 17. There are people, there's an actress, Cameron
Maven?
Mayheim.
Mannheim.
She was in the practice.
Yeah, the big
heavy
chick.
set. When she was in college, she was so confused because of who she was different from everyone else that she was like, I think I'm a lesbian.
Right.
She liked being around women.
Whatever happened to eating a box and then going, all right?
Well, that's but she felt she was like,
either you like it or you
but she
don't.
did. She dated women, and
Some
she
women
was like,
like
it wasn't.
and it's
It
all right.
just didn't. Something didn't feel right. Later on, she was like, it was just confusion, right? So let's just say you're 13, 14, 15, 16, and you're confusing your sexuality. You confuse it. So you do see this WNBA player, and you're a woman, and she does say that. So you're saying that she's promoting this, and that young lady could follow in her footsteps and probably not necessarily be going down that path.
It may or may not happen.
And change later in life.
My point, they should always be accepted for who they are.
Right.
It
But you're
should
saying that
never
man or female.
be pushed as an agenda.
But it's giving
Nike pushes it as an agenda. The WNBA pushes it as an agenda.
But because they're giving you more than just male and female, right?
No,
like
they're
just the idea of like,
dude, you're telling me that you're no different than a typewriter by being directed towards. Like, trust, I'm telling you right now, because you said I shouldn't say it's an it.
I didn't say. Well, yeah, I did. You're right.
You're telling me that you're meant like the.
I just disagree with you saying it. That's all.
If you watch the interview,
yeah,
she mentions God a couple of times. Okay. And everybody has a complete. Me and Trish have this discussion all the time, and we went on a road trip. We had to stop it because it upset her. She's a religious and spiritual girl. Very, I shouldn't say very. She's very like open-minded to everything, but she understands how corrupt religion can be. But she's really she's into it, and she's spiritual, and I understand it. And I was an altar boy, dude, and I have different reasons for not being into it. Okay.
I went to Catholic school.
Creepy priest.
Creepy priest.
So
scared
I have a
the
different
life
agenda,
out of you.
but I am all for religion. Now, am I considered a religious person? Not even by a little bit of a stretch. But I really believe religion is important. I think faith is important. I think it brings, unity to people. I think that people with like-minded, normal people can use it as a really productive tool. But I think that
I did a lot of
psycho
people-
controlling people
Yeah.
can use it as a really bad tool.
Right.
And I think that the same thing goes for these types of subjects. When it comes to sexuality, when it comes to, like, they use suicide as their biggest reasoning why this should be, like, wide known. Now, let me explain something about what I think about suicide.
Okay.
It's self-hate. That's the simplest thing I could think of. If you want to die, you don't like your life, right? Is it that simple to me?
No,
I
it's
mean,
not that simple.
It's not that simple.
Not that simple.
So if you want to kill yourself,
I understand.
why would you want to kill yourself? You don't want to live, right?
It's a
Life is too much.
It's a battle of self-worth. You feel.
I know there's, Mike, I'm not trying to make it like this.
No.
I know it's
I can't-
way
I
more
can't speak
complicated.
for everybody. I
I
can't
know,
speak
but
for everything.
I'm not. I know it's way more complicated than. But what I'm saying
it's a
is
battle of self-worth.
The bottom line is you don't like your life. You don't like life.
You think you're not worth the life that you have.
But what does that lead to? You don't like your life. You don't like the life you live. You're not worthy of it. Whatever it is, you don't like the life
Right,
you
but
live.
being
If
not
you
worthy,
liked it,
not
if
liking
you
it,
liked the
being
life
not
you li-
feeling
if
not
you
worthy
liked
of
it,
it are two different-
If
it's
you liked
different.
the life you lived by a little bit, you probably wouldn't want to kill yourself. Am I wrong? I'm not trying to simplify suicide. I'm just trying to make it to my point of that you hate your life.
So-
you hate everything about, maybe it's your sexuality. Maybe it's you're fat. Maybe it's you're ugly. Maybe it's you're skinny. Maybe it's your.
But what's definition of
maybe
ugly?
it's your just anybody's definition. I'm not saying
Right, I
maybe
mean-
you're mentally just shot. Like some people are just really fucked up in the head and you want to kill you. Like there's a million reasons, but I'm saying it all comes down to that person doesn't want to live anymore because they hate their life. Like for whatever reason it is. There's a million different reasons it could be, but they hate their life.
Do you think
Now,
it all comes down to just hating their lives?
I think, because why would you want to kill yourself? If you didn't hate your life, why would you want to end it? If you thought there was a light at the end of the tunnel, why would you want to end it? Now, all I'm saying is it comes down to mental, like, people have thought about suicide. I have. I never, I never was depressed enough to act on it.
Okay, so you were saying that the people with these gender issues that feel suicidal.
I compare it to
that
suicidal
to
because it's
overall
such a
suicide.
final decision. So I
Okay.
think that self-hate and this is me going to sound really bad because people who hate themselves, okay, and they hate what they're about, they use the public's perception of them as an excuse to hate themselves. Now, if you didn't give a fuck what people thought about you, your life would be a lot better. But instead, and I'm not, again, Mike, this sounds very weak-minded. Very callous from how I'm saying it. And I know it sounds easy for me because this is the way I think. I don't care what people think. I never did. And I know it's easier said than done. I don't. But people who want to kill themselves hate their lives, okay? People who want to cut their things off or do such a dramatic change in their life, they hate the life that they're currently living in. That's why they're making such a dramatic change. It's not like moving from one city to another. It's you're cutting your penis off. You're cutting your boobs
It's
off.
more than just
Listen, again,
the fact of cutting your penis off.
I-
It's just
I
more
know
than
that. It's
being
inside.
depressed about your sexuality.
But it's such
or
a
the
final
life.
decision that it should be handled a little bit more.
Do you know how hard it is
delicate.
for some people
I
to
think
come
that-
out to their family to be gay? Do you know how hard it is for some people?
Listen, and I'm all about that.
Okay.
Like, you know how many gay people I support? My son came out to me.
But I'm saying that. I'm
Not
just saying
Shawnee,
those.
but David. But
Wait,
yeah, I
you have to be
I had
clear.
to clarify that. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sean's got a hot girl.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. But we just make clear it's not Sean.
Not
I
Sean.
apologize.
Not the stud month.
Not the. It's not
Such a-
Sean.
such a dick.
Sorry. No, but
No,
but back on track. It was like, so. It's a little bit of a chaos right now. So
No, again, I don't want somebody. I didn't. I think that
I think it's a rough.
They hate
It's
their
a rough
lives.
translation
They hate their
of
lives.
the depression
and
that
it's
you
sad.
see it.
I
It's
don't
a rough translation.
I'll never pretend to understand that depression. I never will. But I'm telling you, what I'm saying is, from what I'm seeing on the outside, a fact is a fact.
Do you know what bipolar depression is?
100%. My
Right.
ex-girlfriend was bipolar.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, a fact is a fact. They don't like. It's such a final decision.
Right,
Like jumping out of a building.
So it's a
such
battle
fin-
of self-worth.
You can't take it back.
Right, but
Once
it's a
you
battle
turn
of
into a woman,
self-worth, though.
you can't become a man again.
Right, but
and if you regret it by any stretch of the imagination, you're fucked. It's not like a tattoo. You could always cover a tattoo.
Right.
All right? But my point is, and that's fine. That if you don't want to, then
Yeah, but general depression and what
you
people go through in this are
treat
two
it
different
so
things.
casual. No, the reason why I brought up the depression, it shouldn't be treated as such a casual thing. As like suicide is not treated as a casual thing because it's not. Because it's a very serious fucking thing.
Right, it's
a problem, and it's a final issue. It's
Right.
an issue where their life is over. A child can make a decision and it's over, and they didn't know. Now, obviously, I'm not saying transgender is like killing yourself. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's such a final decision to push as an agenda that it can have a really serious repercussion mentally on people who are confused. So I think that it should be handled with a really kid glove.
I think cleaning that subject up when it comes to that sexuality and depression.
I know
and
it took me a
and
while
that's
to
suicide-
explain what I meant,
And
but-
I understand that because that's its own animal.
Right.
Regular depression and all that other stuff is something else.
It's
its own animal.
and I can't pretend to think I know what that means. I don't know.
But we both won't know.
No, but you
know?
listen. You admitted to have gone through some stuff. I was look
Heavy
Mike,
straight.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna sit
like-
here and tell you. I swear to God, with all the shit that I went through, and maybe it's because I'm a clown and I'm an idiot, and like all that stupid shit. Maybe like it's a facade, it's a shield, or whatever. I never got to the point where I was like, I hate my life. I want to end it. I mean, there was definitely a point I hated my life where I'm like, there was a lot of points where I was like, fuck, I hate. But instead of like, and this is not like me patting myself on the back. My mentality was, how am I going to fix this shit? How am I changing it?
Good.
How am
for
I
you.
changing my life? Right. And I'm
Good for
blessed.
you.
I'm blessed because I came from such a disgusting background that I had no choice. I had to fight my whole life. My parents was drug addicts. You see, this is my point. Like, so my father was a drug addict, right? In Amsterdam, drugs illegal. So if my father was such a staunch drug, I want to do drugs in front of my kid. People have to accept that. That's not an acceptable thing. And all I'm saying is, again, I don't want to sound like, because I'm only comparing bad things to that.
okay. I mean,
I'm not, and I don't
whatever
mean to
it
do
is.
that, but I'm saying it's such a strong, like you have to let children grow up before you try
That
to.
I agree.
Before you try to push any.
So that's what I
any
would say.
agendas on them.
How-
You want to push it on adults? Good. Push it
Well,
on adults.
What point does in a child feeling uncomfortable?
Mature, I think
Yeah.
puberty is probably like the right time where you could start. Maybe start
So
like
between 13 and 17?
no,
that
because
window?
some kids go through it earlier. Like,
Right.
listen, gay's different. There's a whole different.
Right, we're not-
We're
we're like-
talking about LGBT. There's the problem. Dave Chappelle said it best. They all want to be in the same car, but they're all going on different paths.
Right.
They're not fighting the same struggle. They never were.
And each one will tell you that their struggle's
And
different.
Chappelle said it. He goes, I'm going to get death threats for doing his bit.
Yeah.
But I'm dead serious. Imagine them all being in the same car. They're all going in different directions, but they want to be on the same car. And it doesn't work. Okay? If you're gay, your battle is not any fucking different than, I mean, I'm sorry. If you're gay, it's not any of the same as somebody who's non-binary. Who's somebody who doesn't identify to a woman or a man. That's not sexuality. That's mentality. In my opinion.
Well,
Because non-binary is not sexual. Has nothing to do with sex.
right, like
Zero to two.
I think the
Being gay is sexuality. You're
Right,
attracted to
it's-
somebody of the same sex.
well, that's kind of like with someone like Carl Nassib. That's
Yeah,
what I was like. I
Nassib,
had
yeah.
to bit Nassib.
Meanwhile,
Like,
fucking that disgusting pig Joy Behar makes a joke about him. Did you hear what happened?
No,
what
I
a
don't watch those
She's
people.
such a
I don't
disgust-
listen to
And
those
she won't
podcasts.
get fired because she's a super. I know you're a liberal,
she's ultra liberal.
and she'll get away with it. You know
she's
what she
hard.
said?
Look, I'm in the middle.
She's such a pig,
so
dude.
hardcore
No, you're
to the
definitely
left.
middle. You're definitely middle compared to this bitch. She is. I hate her with the. This is.
I don't
why-
like to be called something, right?
Yeah.
Like so, even that I fight with the guys at my job.
No, you're right. You're right.
I always say
Labeling
like,
people is stupid.
don't label me, because if for a while they were
But
trying
you
to
know,
make a
ever
joke
since you
calling
became
me,
an actor, I just think you're like a fucking. You're like
No,
Mr. You're
no.
like Mr. Lib.
I just fight. I would fight for anybody.
Studio Mike.
know?
He's super liberal. since he became
Whatever.
an actor. Before
Anyway,
before
but
he
this
became
guy-
an actor, he was a.
No, but this guy came out, right?
He was like, yeah, welfare, yeah.
And he came out.
Now
and
he's like,
he was like, what?
fuck conservatives.
No, he get the just
playing.
this
I'm just
guy
playing.
came out and he was like, casual. He's a good ball player too.
And he's a good bowler. And you know what? Good for listen.
Right? Like-
it's fucking 2021, and it took him to come out now, which is disgusting.
The other guys that came out in different elements.
And after they were done, or
Right,
if they
it's
got cut
like,
or whatever.
Well, so they don't
He's
get
an
cut.
active player who's legit.
Who's
Like,
legit.
He's legit. He's
legit.
He's a big player on the team.
You know, you don't get a
And it's
$26 million
disgusting.
contract.
It's disgusting that it's 2021. You know, what is it? 50 years after Jackie Robinson? 60 years after Jackie Robinson?
But it was just like it's just so I think that the people that fight the non-binary discussion, who fight for that, make that they're like similar to a civil rights or a coming out
right.
thing.
I get it.
And
but it doesn't have to be taught like civil rights.
Right, it doesn't
because
have to be taught.
20-30% of the population in America is black.
Yeah, but
and
here's the
they're
other
human
thing.
beings. And listen, non-binary are human beings. Don't get me wrong, but they're human beings that were being mistreated because of their skin color.
Right.
If you're thinking in a level of you're changing your physical
Your
appearance,
sexuality as a race issue.
Some people can
that's
really
it.
misconstrue that as a mental thing. So before listen, it's the same thing to me. Honestly, it's the same thing as these vaccines, where we don't know if they work, but everybody's so gung ho to accept them. Let's do it. Let's take it. Let's go.
Yeah, but
let's
we're
trust
in a
the same
culture-
companies
yeah.
that have been lying to us and murdering us for decades. Let's trust
But we're on that speed culture now, right?
Everything's fast,
Everything's
fast,
faster.
right.
It's the
Make
same
up
thing.
for
You
lost
watch a
time.
TV show.
No,
I want
you're
to
right.
wait. Usually we wait a year, 2
You're
years for
100%
it.
right,
No, I don't
dude.
want to wait 2 years.
Let's
Give me
make up
6
for it.
months. Let's do it now. I gotta have it now. And then the other people are like, whoa, look how good I was. I didn't take it. Doesn't matter. It's like we're in a speed culture.
Yeah.
We want everything like this.
Catch up.
We have a phone. We have everything we want
It's
immediately.
awful, dude. It's awful. Because I tell
It's
you
not
right
going
now,
to change. It's only going to get faster.
No, it will. But you know what? I think that what happens is when you get like what's going on now. I think that you're going to see such a bad thing with all this crime going across the country. Shit's going to change because people don't want to deal with it, dude. There's only so much you're going to deal with. You're going to go crazy. That's
Right.
it. You're
So-
like, I'll pay taxes,
so
bro.
I
Like
feel-
literally, people are literally like controlling. They control the country without really, honestly knowing it. And everything seems to be a knee-jerk reaction. So before people are smart and they join together and come up with a good cause and to make our country better. I'm not talking about anything like independently.
This is not about
Personal.
sexuality. This is
Not about sexuality.
politics.
I'm just talking about it, in general of thought process, lifestyle, like quality of life,
Right.
crime. People can do more if they did more early, but it's always a knee-jerk reaction. Oh my God, crime's 50%. Now we got to do something. And then it changes overnight. So it proves how powerful people can be when they put their minds to it.
Right, because in the beginning, while it's happening, as long as it doesn't affect them, they don't
They
care.
don't care.
They don't care.
Until their shit gets
the
robbed.
minute till the door gets kicked in
100%.
and they lose something, they're like, nope,
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
outraged.
And that's
I gotta do it.
that's my point. So they'll let shit go on in the shit neighborhoods because they don't care, like the government. But now when they defund police and let it happen in the better neighborhoods, middle class neighborhoods, and it's not white neighborhoods. I'm talking. There are plenty. Listen, I live in a middle class, fucking very mixed neighborhood. I live in one of the higher percentages of black middle class in Long Island.
Okay.
And I live in Baldwin Harbor, North Baldwin Harbor. I'm in Baldwin Harbor, but I love my neighborhood. I love my neighbors. They're all great people.
Good.
You know what the thing is though?
What's that?
People driving around porch. They've been doing it for years, but the porch thieves.
Yeah.
So it goes on like insane. Now I'm driving down like Grand Avenue and I see a cop car pull over these kids and they're young. They're in a car. And I see the trunk open. And I know they're definitely shady. Something's up. They got the trunk open. The kid's on the floor, handcuffed. And all I hear is the kid going, I'm black. That's why you're doing this. I'm black. And I'm like, this kid is sitting in front of my neighbor's house who's black. Who he probably, you're in a black neighborhood, dude.
Right.
They're not pulling over random people that live in that neighborhood. Somebody called on you. You're in a blue collar neighborhood. That's how it's supposed to work.
Right.
But when you live in the city and you say, you can't harass that guy for looking on people's porches. You can't bother that guy for looking shady. You can't do that. You can't judge him. You can't. Okay, fine. Now what's going on? It's the wild, wild west because you're offended if somebody looks at somebody the wrong way. And Mike, listen, I'm sorry to tell you, but fucking racial profiling and stop and frisk worked.
Oh, no,
It's
no,
awful.
No. Oh,
It's
no.
awful, but it worked.
Well, no, I will say this, like the broken windows and the stop and frisk, which they feel is racist and all that, was
It's
set.
not racist.
It's what when Giuliani was a good person and he was the mayor and he wasn't fucking
I don't know
crazy.
if he was ever a good person.
No, I mean when he wasn't
was a
crazy.
jerk off.
When he wasn't crazy, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
when he was
somewhat normal.
somewhat normal. When they instituted that with Bernie Kerik, it was to take the high crime, the high registered crime, not the high color crime,
Right.
the high registered crime, flood it with cops, clean it out,
Get it done, which they did.
beat cops,
Flood the system.
Go. Then Bloomberg had a different form of it, and it was like racist.
And it worked.
When he apologized for that, he could have said, "We cleaned up the neighborhood. We didn't arrest black people just to arrest black people, or tan people to tan, or Latino. Like, we went to the high crime neighborhood to clean it." They didn't say that. They used the defense of, for the ultra white liberals, I'm sorry.
Right.
I
We shouldn't have
fucked up.
done that.
We shouldn't have done that.
But it worked.
was bad, but it worked.
Gun possession went up 175% after stop and frisk. Now listen, this is the thing. We didn't want to do politics, but we'll end the show really fast. What I'm saying is, Let's
end it really fast.
because it's disgusting to me. Because you know what? As you get older and you have families and you understand the quality of life, like, you don't want random dudes walking around with pistols, man. It just doesn't work for the longevity of a community. And there's a lot right now. There's a lot going on with oh god, now I'm gonna think with something race culture. The negative race culture.
It's I know what the phrase is. I can't think of it right now. There's a guy a general in the military was just talking about it.
It's his biggest agenda.
Yeah.
And he's like,
He was against
if
the way.
you keep telling somebody that they're a piece of shit, they're gonna believe they're a piece of shit.
Right.
And that's it. And that's what he is accusing. And he's a general. He's a 5-star general who grew up in the south side of Chicago.
I can't think of his. I can't think of the race philosophy.
That's it. So, and he's like, you're gonna sit here and tell a young black kid that he can't do something in life, and you look at me, and I grew up in the worst block in Chicago, and look at me, I'm one of the top fucking military
But that's
guys
what
in
they
the
should
country.
always promote more.
But they
should
don't. And
always.
but that's what I'm
promote.
saying. That's the point. That's this
I know.
oh god, something race. God, what the hell's the name? And basically, it destroys liberals. It destroys the liberal agenda of. It shouldn't say liberals. It destroys. See, not Democrats. Democrats and liberals are two different people. Liberals want to give everybody a fucking hug and tell them you're a great guy, even though you're not a good guy. Not everybody's a good guy.
Liberals and leftists are on their own. Democrats are on their own spot.
Right.
Conservatives somewhere else.
Right.
And then there's
but I think there's conservatives, and then you got the psycho conservatives.
Right, but you have
conservatives,
No,
and you
that's
have
what I mean.
Trumpsters that are fucking maniacs.
But then there's this patch of people in the middle, and
it's a big middle.
They take
it's us.
They take people. They
See,
take
me and you
things
don't agree on everything, but we're in the middle. Me and you are totally middle. You know what I'm saying?
I 100%.
And that's my point. The middle is a very big area, bro. A very big section. That's all. And if once we realize that, we'll take over and we'll run the fucking country, because these people are killing us right now. Like, you shouldn't have to force yourself on anything. That's it.
No.
Let people live a good life. You know, if you hate your life, then deal with it. Get some help. You know, people are there to help you. Don't blame other people for hating your life when you hate it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what my point was before. Like, people hate their lives, but then they feel a necessity to go out there and blame other people for hating them. Nobody hates you. You hate you. The minute you change that thought process, then you don't care no more, because you love yourself. I fucking love myself, bro. I always have. It may come across more than most people because I'm not afraid to say it. Because I struggled my whole life to love myself.
Right.
Because I needed to. I wouldn't have survived if I didn't.
I'm reading a book.
And that's very important.
I'm reading Rakim wrote a book, Eric B. and Rakim, and he wrote a book. In the beginning of it, I think I'm like 35 pages into it, and he's telling it's a great story, and I wish this was kind of something that he had out there before, and I think it's.
I hope he wrote it in like rhymes. That would be
amazing.
amazing.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you something funny.
Right, every chapter's a verse.
In the middle of one of it.
He's the man, dude.
In the middle of one of them, he puts one of these rhymes out there, right? And he doesn't give you the title of it, and he's like, it's a guess, and he goes through it, and he doesn't give you the chorus, and then it tells you it's called How to MC. Dude is so good. So good. Anyway, so
he's the
he
GOAT.
tells a story of different things and he puts a rhyme in there. Listen to what I said. And then he wrote, and I was going to write it down and say it, but it's like we know the song. You just don't realize you know it. And until you hear the song and you say the words, I've been writing rhyme for years, to my peers. So anyway, he tells something about everybody having a purpose, that he loved football so much, but he loved entertaining. And he's until you find your purpose in life, there's going to be a lot of chaos. And everybody has a purpose. Some have a
100%.
higher,
I couldn't
middle,
agree
lower.
more.
And he's like, you're going to find it. And everybody, so I'm reading it. And it was like, he goes, my purpose was to entertain, but to entertain this way. This is the way I was going to entertain.
Right.
And he comes from a family of artistic people, music-wise, and dancing. And he was like, this is and so everybody has it. And so you listen, if you read it, and I'm only in like chapter 3. It's a small book. I feel like
Can I get it after?
Yeah, I feel like it should be this big.
Yeah.
It's this
See,
big.
I always had a deep respect for that dude. I couldn't agree more.
But the purpose.
Everybody has a purpose, man.
The purpose of the.
You got to learn what it is and just run with it and do it.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
And
It's
I
like,
think it's part of that whole racial thing. Like, how can you tell somebody they can't do something? It doesn't make sense to me.
So,
man. If you're living and breathing and you're a human, you can do anything you want.
So some people's purpose are smaller than others. Some people like in the middle.
Right.
So there's a young crew that I've worked with. I did the web series I worked with. And one of these two directors, he does these bigger films. Not too much bigger, a little bit bigger. And so he keeps recruiting the same actors, the people that he trusts and he's worked with. And so
the comfort zone.
Like about a month ago, we shot this like independent stuff. We went upstate. We all shot different scenes. We were all hanging out.
Gay porn?
Yeah, very much gay.
Nice.
It's very like interracial gay porn. So we were
Don't
in the
ever wanna
car
see it.
ride up to this place upstate, and I was just making jokes. I was just practicing these bits.
Who drove?
It wasn't me, clearly. And so one of this kid Solomon, right? And I was telling him, I said, you know what's funny about that? When I tell a story to some people, usually I have to tell to somebody who's like black, African-American, or Latino. If they think they're when they come to my building, because they see a white dude, sometimes they get tense, like white building, white neighborhood, right? So I make these jokes. I'll like be in that. And he went over and he goes, because you're black. Because you're black, Mike, right? Because that's why you do it. And it was like, because he hears the way I talk, I talk to them like I talk to my
You don't
friends.
sound black, but yes.
No, he goes,
A little flavor in that tone.
meaning like you're not.
You're not that crack ass crispy
Right, that
crack.
you're not that cracker.
Well, yeah. Well,
And so whatever.
Again,
so
that's
we-
another general term.
So we were joking, and so I was practicing.
like
these
when
bits.
I do a hip hop verse, people look at me like I have 9 heads. Like, young kids.
I freestyle all the time.
They're like, oh my god. Look
So
at
I
that white
was
guy.
on the 3-hour
me a
car
break, you
ride. I was
fucking-
practicing. I used all my bits on them. So they're all laughing. The guy next to me, Dean, he's this white dude, right? He's legit. He's a really good actor. His girlfriend, who I worked with in another movie, is black. But I joke around with him all the time. I had him hysterical. So I was practicing these bits on them. And the guy in front turns around. He goes, if you don't stop fucking joking around, I'm going to laugh. He goes, I'm going to piss in my pants. I'm going to shit myself. And we're not going to make it to shoot this movie. And I was like, well.
This is all your bits?
Yo, this is all my
So
bits.
Can you try him here?
No. There's a reason why I don't put it on the free airway.
I want you to be funny here.
Yeah, because obviously I'm not.
I'm just kidding. No,
But
you're hilarious.
but these guys,
Yeah,
so
Pistachio
I'm not
Joe's
Pistachio
pretty
Joe. But so these guys were like, they were so comfortable that no matter what, like when they were always tense or not sure of who they're dealing with, I do these jokes where I kind of like make fun of being white, and they laugh. So the whole idea, it's just. They look at me the same way my friends look at me now.
Right.
And they're so used to me that they don't go,
See,
oh, who's that white guy I'm working with?
that's like one of the most. I think that's what everybody in their life wants.
Entertained. That's my
They-
point.
no,
was
no, no.
like,
They
that's what I'm
want
saying.
they want people to look at them like their friends look at them.
Yeah. And
Like
so I
not
was,
to be judged.
I just busted their balls for the whole ride.
Look
And
at
they were like, it was
Bob
a-
Seger. You know
Yeah.
the song on the road.
Go ahead.
Turn the page.
Turn the
You know,
page.
you know what I'm talking about?
Say.
Up on the stage. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Here I go.
Whoa.
So anyway,
Turn the page.
that song is about not being accepted as a musician. On a dark, lonesome highway.
And we
Wait.
sing together.
Do a karaoke.
Yeah, that was fucking great.
No, so it's one of my karaoke songs.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Turn a Page is about not being accepted as a musician
Right.
on the road and
Here I go on the road.
and truck
again.
stops
Right,
and stuff.
going
Like
all over
you're
the
playing all these like local bars and trying to make money. Just trying to like earn a living. So you think about it that way, like as a guy and this is a true life. He wrote that song from experience. Now he's a rock star that wasn't accepted. Okay, it just proves, I think, how much it happens to everybody. Like how there's that bias against almost everybody. There's a bias against now racism, fucking sexism, fucking alienism. I guarantee you. And we're gonna find out some alien news, Reese. I'm telling you right now. I keep saying it.
As soon as they came up, we're gonna have a space army. All of a sudden, fucking aliens.
Shit's gonna happen, dude. The Pentagon's gonna release some really big news, bro. I'm telling you right now.
We'll see. Good.
When those aliens come out,
Yeah.
all of a sudden humans are gonna love they're gonna be like this, and they're gonna go like this. They're gonna go, that fucking alien should die. That alien,
They'll just
it's
another
in our
reason.
nature to hate something and want to kill it.
First of all, I hate the word hate. It is the ugliest
many
word
people,
ever
and
created.
so many people hate. And the problem
just
is
so many people
that's
do.
why our world's a fucking mess. It has nothing to do with what you believe in and what you love and what you don't love. It has everything to do with opinions. And that's it. And that's why everybody has to force their agenda on people because it's not accepted because of people's opinions. So I guess we're going to end it on this. Mind your fucking business. Let people live happy. If they don't bother you, don't bother them.
Yeah.
If you do, go blow your dad.
Oh, damn. It's ugly.
I know that's offensive.
Yeah, that was so offensive.
And then let your dad shoot a load on your chin.
Oh, why did you have to go so far?
Sorry, Aunt Pats.
Oh, shit. They're not listening anymore.
I was going to end
They're
that.
clearly not listening
Aunt
anymore.
Pat's been sleeping.
Yeah. And mine just stopped listening 4 episodes ago.
So I ranted. You could tell I've been gone for a
All
couple
right.
weeks.
So, yeah, he just had to get that out.
I got a lot
He's
off my
been
chest.
saving that phrase for a couple of weeks. Anyway, you come in this Sunday, play ball again?
I'll be there Sunday.
All right. We're going to do it again.
I
We're
have
in Beck
Trish,
Park.
I actually have Trish's sister, Christine's engagement party Sunday
After it?
at 5 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, whatever.
Oh,
time.
so you're going to come play for a little bit?
Oh, I'll be there in the morning and I got to run out.
You
of
playing
there.
first game?
No, I got both games.
Oh, you're going to play both games.
We play 9
All
o'clock.
right.
I'm in.
Well,
And I just want to real quick before we go.
yes, sir.
My Aunt Marie,
Yes.
90th birthday.
Wow.
So
90.
it was 2 days ago. Happy birthday, Aunt Marie.
Happy birthday,
Thank
Emery.
you so much for everything you've ever done in my life. You've been a really, really awesome influence.
She
and,
was on the phone when it was like wind up.
No doubt. And that's my dad's first cousin, Aunt Marie. But happy 90th. And
Happy 90.
Here's to another 90 more. She was doing fireball shots with us last 2 years ago at Fire Rebar. Happy birthday, Aunt Marie.
Happy birthday.
To all my
Thank you
family
very-
and friends, I love you guys.
Peace.
Love
you.
Keep in touch with yourself.
Very little touching.
A lot.